Good afternoon everybody, and welcome back once again with the Nico Hulkenberg career mode. I hope we're all doing well. I hope we're all having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. I'm looking forward to this one. We've only got 3 races to go, and we're hoping that obviously this week we can try and wrap this series up as best as possible. Cromerin, La Hangman, Dart, Smurf. I think I saw Callum as well on his way in. Yusuf as well. I hope you're having a wonderful day, buddy. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Let me actually make sure I'm on the right chat so I can see all the messages. There we go. That helps a bit. Chris, welcome on in, buddy. Kirk as well. What are we, have I already done something stupid? You're a professional hater, Callum. Fair play. Why do we, I guess Mondays aren't the best. Mondays, yeah, they aren't the best day in the world. Jacko, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I've had a decent day so far. What have I been up to? I got up. Last 212's not feeling that well. So she's currently, bless her, downstairs on the sofa. I think trying to escape the noise that I create. And then, what did I do? The dog 212 has gone to stay with my sister for a couple of days. Just because she wanted her for a couple of days. So I got up, I did the podcast with Jamie, I then did some iRacing, and then I've had quite an admin-y morning. I've been trying to sort out a load of just admin random bits and pieces. Because obviously, I go away on Friday, chat. Only for the weekend, but... So I've got to just try and get ahead on some stuff. Freddie, welcome on in, buddy. I hope you're well. To be fair, like she's just not feeling that well, so I have been trying to look after her as best as I can, but I think ultimately just having me out of the way for a while might be the best thing, but we'll wait and see. Yeah, I've just been having one of those days where I woke up and was like, I've just got so many random things to do. I haven't got too many videos to do, just a lot of random things that I've got to do. I've got the 8Nm wheelbase, the GTDD Pro, and then the Fanatec Formula V 2.5X. That's my wheel. I know what videos I'm doing this week. I've got a few of them recorded, but I've obviously still got quite a few more that I need to record and obviously edit and everything like that. This week will be slightly thinner on videos, nothing crazy, but slightly thinner. CS is out tomorrow. Podcast is out today. That's the plan. And then there should hopefully be a couple more of the Haas career mode videos. Oh, excuse me. And then a couple of F1 manager videos, a couple of F1 2010 videos, a couple of NASCAR videos. Just a few random bits and pieces. Because obviously, effectively, I just haven't got Friday to record any videos. Because we're going to try and get on with it Friday. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see, chat. But I'm, as always, just trying to get everything out sorted that I can. Right, so it's going to be a bit of a weird stream today. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Vegas, and then I'm going to do the Qatar Sprint. Basically, otherwise it means that I either do Vegas and Qatar today, which would be far too long, or I do Qatar and Abu Dhabi on Wednesday, which again would probably be far too long. So I'm going to do Vegas, obviously, because it's quite a short race. Then I'll do the Qatar Sprint. And then, obviously, we'll do the Qatar main race on Wednesday. And, obviously, then the season finale at Abu Dhabi as well. So, it's going to be a little bit weird. Setups. Matt212 setups over on YouTube. I got setups for every track on the game. In fact, as of last week, I'm all done and dusted with the F1 25 setups. I'll be bringing them back for F1 26, though, when the update comes. Don't you worry. Right, are we good to go for the intro then, chat? If I guess we've got 2 intros to go through today, so I better get on with it. Make sure everything's working as it should be. I think it is. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome to round 20 of Season 2 of the F1 25 Nico Hulkenberg career mode. Yes, we return this weekend on the high-speed streets at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Of course, if you missed out on the video that went live a few days ago from Brazil, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. Although it was one of the most painful races I've ever had on F1 25. After surviving the sprint with a pretty tough race, and then obviously making our way through, we were on for a second place finish out in Sao Paulo, which would have been huge points for our World Championship. And then with 2 laps to go, the engine exploded. It does mean then, with 3 races and a sprint left this season, things aren't looking too great for us. We are 30 points back from George Russell, 40 points back behind Oscar Piastri, and a further 2 behind Lewis Hamilton. Charles Leclerc, simply put, if he wins this weekend, I believe he is then mathematically Formula 1 World Champion. Oh no, sorry, he's only got a 41-point lead over Lando Norris. Norris needs to outscore him this weekend if he wants to keep his title hopes alive. Max Verstappen basically needs to win and hope that Leclerc doesn't score if he wants to stay in the World Championship hunt as well. McLaren 43 back behind Ferrari as well. We are 49 back from Williams. Annoyingly, we lost quite a lot of points last weekend, obviously thanks to our mechanical failure as well. So, fingers crossed. We can try and, just get these last 3 races done. My focus now is going to be on Season 3 of this career mode. Of course, I'm still trying to go for some of the accolades as well inside this game. So I'm hoping that obviously we can finish top 5 in the Drivers' Championship as well. But obviously, yeah, if you're new, please make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed. We're trying to hit 25k here on the channel as well. But yeah, without further ado, drop me a follow on Twitch, Matt212. Let's head out now onto the track. Almost forgot that last bit, chat. Almost forgot the Twitch plug right at the end there. Graphic, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're well. Right, I don't think I can do any upgrades, can I? I just need to try and get some new components on the car. So, yeah, we just need a new gearbox, don't we? That's annoying, because I feel like I put that gearbox in literally last weekend. So that is really annoying. But I think everything else is still pretty low wear. Of course, Vegas is a lot of straights, so we need to make sure that obviously we've got the straight line speed. I'm just hoping it doesn't rain. Yeah, the Create Series stream did make a Cole Palmer reference. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it was quite sad. Oh, yeah, I see. I've never owned a diesel car. My sister's got a diesel car, and it was... Because obviously, I just never look at the price of diesel. It's £1.80 or something mad like that. Which is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Painfully crazy. Why does that keep doing that, chat? I don't know why. Oh. Oops. Clicking the wrong things. There we go. Very weird. There we go. I think we fixed it. Yeah, the prices are crazy. I don't think I've broken anything. It's just occasionally things get funky. Have we got... What have we got? We've got 3 more upgrades in the works. I don't think we're going to see rule changes for next season. I think if they were going to happen, they would have happened by now. So we're not going to get any rule changes. So we've just got to keep trying to smash as many upgrades as we can.
Fast cars, bright lights, welcome.
$330 Australian dollars is about £1.70-ish.
On the road.
And Australia normally is way cheaper than the UK. I know when I went just over a year ago, it was insane how much cheaper it was. It was like 40% cheaper. It was crazy. You'd brim a car and it would cost like 30 quid. If that.
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check. Radio check.
Right then. Vegas. I know it sounds a little bit counterintuitive, but I think I want a little bit more wing in this car. Because the straight line speed is going to be OP anyway. So I think I just, again, want to just run a slightly safer setup.
Right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
I suppose, actually, the curbs are pretty lethal around here. I'll go like that. Obviously, it's going to be incredibly cold as well, so you've got to always keep that in. Factor that in. doubled in 6 weeks in Melbourne. That's wild. Yeah, petrol prices are insane. I'm going to have to put petrol in my car at the end of the week, which I'm not looking forward to. But luckily I don't have to do it very often, so it's not like I'm having to top up every week or anything like that. But we definitely picked the right time to buy an electric car. Right, first lap center practice. Again, like I said, we just need to get through these last 3 weekends without too much drama. We need a good race in Vegas, build up some momentum. Qatar, I feel, might still be quite difficult. And then Abu Dhabi is always a bit of a weird one. I never quite know what's going to happen in Abu Dhabi. So we'll wait and see. Is a horse cheaper to run? I never get over. I used to work with a couple of people that owned horses, and I could never get over just how expensive they are. It's like having a mortgage, but at the end of it, you end up with a dead animal. I never quite understood it personally. My entire sim rig all in is about £3,000. Not crazy, not cheap by any stretch, but nothing crazy. Right, we should hopefully make up some time. If the light bulb breaks, you need a new horse. Absolutely. Best beginner sim wheel at £200. I would probably look at going like a Logitech G923. Just make sure, obviously, you buy the one for the right console. Either G923 or like a Thrustmaster T128. Either of those two is very good bang for your buck at that kind of price. Right, there we go. Purple. Nice and quickly. Oh, Smurf and Dart.
So come on back to the garage and I can take you through the
why? Where even are they, man? You horrible, horrible people. Oh, I strongly dislike you both. Right, there we go. The sunglasses are on. You better not refund them. I wanted just a nice, easy weekend here. And instead you've done this. Hey, welcome in, Jay. I hope you're doing well. Don't we all prefer camp? It's always the amount of questions I get on the clips from the streams where I'm wearing sunglasses. People go, oh, why are you wearing sunglasses? It probably raises more questions after the stream than it does during. Oh, I'm sorry. We had a good race in CS, though. We did quite well in CS. I hope that made it worth it. I mean, Vegas isn't a bad track for tyre wear. The one stop's probably doable here, even in this car. The F126 update, nobody knows for sure, but it's likely going to be early June. Honestly, I think they've really missed a trick with it. If it's only quite a small update, they should be trying to release it now. That would be great. I love the fact I'm wearing sunglasses now and someone's gone, why am I wearing gloves? That's the bit you take umbrage with. Rather than the fact I'm wearing sunglasses indoors. Oh, that will catch me out at some point. Yes, this is Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. I am live on Twitch, I'm live on Twitch, I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on TikTok and Kick. Matt212, basically everywhere. Are we going to be able to get the purple? Hopefully, I mean, we're 1.5 seconds off on the Delta. Did I see what Ricky did?
Okay,
When?
test.
Oh, was this when he, like, blocked Ben or something, right, towards the end of the race? I know they were having some beef earlier on, because obviously Ricky was just trying to help Lolly.
Indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Yeah, I don't think Ricky and Ben get on very well. To be fair, I really liked Ricky earlier on, but especially after all the shenanigans he pulled at Zandvoort, I've been pretty disappointed with him more recently. It's my own, like, I haven't got a helmet, so it's my own visor. I can take strips off it when I need to down the straights if I get, like, dirt and stuff on them. I mean, the fact we've got 2 purple scores pretty much immediately, chat, gives me some confidence. Maybe we can finally bag... I say finally, we did win Mexico. I just want to get through these last 3 races with a lot of confidence, so hopefully Season 3 we can smash it. For Season 3 as well, chat, I need to sit down and work out whether we can do a full calendar or whether I'm going to have to cut down to 16 races. Because that will most likely be the last season we do. I guess I could try and go back to doing some double ups a bit more often. But I just don't know whether we'll have enough time before the F1 26 DLC. Behrman's fine. He's been cleared. He's got no fractures or anything. He was just quite shaken up from it, understandably. That was a heavy side impact. Yeah, I saw Ricky get his wing broken by GB's AI. Yeah, no, so all I heard was apparently that you just sent it on Ben. But to be fair, Ben would probably do the same. Is that controversial to say? I didn't realise as well Ben made a mistake on the last lap, otherwise he might have been a bit closer to me. He ran wide through the Degners trying to close in. Which, yeah, massively helped me out. Although, to be fair, that final lap, once I got out of Spoon and I knew I had the gap, I was just not taking any risk. Tyre choice for races, I do talk about them in my setup series, but generally, if you're doing a 50% event, you pretty much always just want to go medium hard. It's just the way to go through races on this game. 100% events, you can mix it up a lot more. 2 stops are quite viable. But for 50% races, you just want to run medium hard most weeks. Yeah, he probably... Yeah, had he not made that mistake down at the Degners, I'm sure I would have been sent to Narnia. Down into the Casio Triangle. But, as I said, chat, I hadn't got a single warning up to that point. If worst came to worst, and he dived it, I was cutting that chicane and going. But I did get cleanest driver, which I was honestly really happy with. First ever cleanest driver award. I didn't get a... I was going to be so gutted if I didn't get a single warning in that entire race, and then didn't get the bonus point. There is a bonus point, I'm pretty certain. Cleanest driver. You get 1 bonus point for fastest lap, 1 bonus point for Inter's pole, and 1 for cleanest driver. So on a normal weekend, I'm pretty certain there's 28 points available, and as far as I gather, nobody has ever got all 3. I don't run medium traction, so I honestly don't know. I've never gone from, like, full TCS to medium. Oh, I need to get race labs up, don't I? Forgot about that. I haven't tried the F1 26 DLC yet. I know as much about the F1 26 DLC chat as you guys do. Like, I think people just assume because I work with coders in EA on stuff that they give me loads of information super early. I think the only person they really do that for is Arav. Oh no. Oh no. Oops. I was trying to read a message. How late did I brake there? I just broke way too late, didn't I? I might have scrubbed off the speed, but... Yeah, it's really odd through there. You've got to really open up the track width. Oh, thank you, SD. Ugh. Avoid the walls. Let's keep it clean and tidy. It is very sunny in my room. The lights are blinding. Hey, thank you, SW. And to you, buddy. Is that all 3 purples, chat? I think I'm 12th in CS. But obviously I'm missing this weekend, so I can't finish any higher than 12th. Although, no, I did beat GB, didn't I? And he's a reserve. GB and I have been actually... I'm in a bit of weird no man's land. I don't know if the points have been updated recently. But I know I was in weird no man's land. I was like ahead of Concept and Chappers. But behind, like, Adam and stuff. Because Adam did the Silverson sprint and scored quite well. So he was quite a way ahead of me. Because obviously I missed a race. Oh, if Adam had missed 2 races as well, I think we'd be super close on points. If I remember correctly. I think I might just about been ahead of him. But yeah. Obviously that's largely irrelevant if you miss races. Right, there we go, chat. Purple, purple, purple. I think we're ready for qualifying. And we're fastest by 2/10 over Lewis, so I'm not going to complain.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over.
Hey, welcome in, Fed. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Honestly, from going back from... Oh, Mango. It takes time, bro. That was basically me a couple of seasons ago. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect, going obviously from the realistic cars last season back to equal. I'm happy with, generally speaking, I'm just happy the fact that I normally score. And like, I'm normally around sort of 10th or so. Somewhere around that fight. If I get a couple of good races, yeah, I'm obviously like Zandvoort, for example, or obviously Suzuka. I finished then 6th and like 9th. But normally I'm kind of in and around that top 10 fight, unless something goes wrong.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Midnight, thank you for the follow. I think we did have a look into it. I think for the problem in my shoulder, I don't think it made much sense, Star. I think I just need to go to the doctor at some point. Because it's not about, like, trying to hold it in place. It's obviously just if I put it in a certain way, it hurts. Oh, yeah, I'll remove chat. There we go. Right, are we ready for qualifying? I think we're ready for qualifying. We'll see what times the others are running. Weekly time trial on a set of courses is the Lotus 98T. The turbo lag on that thing is insane. What is the new Pringles trend? Warbling Flea and Mid-Hand Drift. Thank you for the follows. I am sadly missing Brazil, Mango. Unfortunately. I'm away this weekend with my partner and her parents. We're going away for a weekend by the sea. Which would be nice. I'm trying to remember the last time I took a break. I guess Christmas? Christmas and Boxing Day I had off. Actually, I got some work done Christmas morning. Always helps when I've actually got the battery in the right mode. Right, ooh, that turn 2 is so lethal to try and get right. You always want to try and turn in slightly earlier than you think. But it's so easy just to catch the inside.
Push down to P19, I'm afraid.
This is just a track that requires commitment. And obviously where it's so high speed, but quite a few of the corners are still quite slow. It's really, really tricky to kind of find that balance. Yeah, I think it's the horrible balance, though, with CS, and I think Suzuka was a good example of it, where I think sometimes people try and chase too little wing, and also I found for me, I ended up saving time when we'd inevitably get a late race safety car by having the higher wing. A, tyre wear is better. B, it meant I got less track limit warnings. So I kind of found myself in a weird spot where it basically was actually... Obviously, because if you get loads of penalties towards the end of a race, and we then end up with a safety car, you just end up losing a load of places. So I'd rather just focus on trying to have the car a bit more safe. And hopefully not struggling with it. I'm probably throwing away some time, but it's not the end of the world. 130.003 chat. I don't know. I mean, that's put us 8th. We're between the Mercs, but this is not normally a good Merc chat. Yeah, I mean, you could see, yeah, literally Sector 1 at Suzuka. I know Ben on the last lap, because I watched back the end of his race. He was like, oh, I should catch Matt loads through the corners. And he gained nothing on me in Sector 1. Just because, obviously, he was on much fresher tyres, but I have so much more downforce that he just couldn't do anything about it. And ultimately, you know, that might well have made the difference in the end. Jack Doohan is still in this series because I started it before Colapinto was added to the game. That's how long I've been doing this Audi career mode. But, I mean, Colapinto is here as well. In fact, they're both on the back row of the grid at the moment. But Colapinto replaced Stroll because he replaced Yuki, and Yuki went to Job Center. Yes, Lance Stroll is in a Red Bull. It's painful. Although, actually... Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is. Sorry, in 11th. So he's not out-qualifying Max currently. So... Oh, again, this is such a good track for Williams, man. So annoying. We desperately need to outscore him, but we're just struggling to do so. Right, let's go. Let's try and nail this final run. We are heading east for the weekend. Alright, let's actually try and make sure I got the battery mode set up correctly this time. I reckon there's about another second to have in this car. I wouldn't say that's impossible to find if I get this hooked up. Right, let's try and go. I think Williams will find their footing again. It just might take a little while. Whoa! Oh, I just got a little bit of oversteer. Can feel the back end trying to escape. But we still found 4/10. That's huge. Norris at 28.6. Yeah, Norris is on pole. That is an insane slipstream he must have got. That was better. We were half a second up. Even if it just puts us further up the order. I mean, Big G's gone quicker than us at the moment. So good effort from Big G. Oh, it's a terrible run out onto the back straight. All that time I found earlier on is going to slowly leave. That's so annoying. Oh, we'll find it. We'll use a bit more battery, try and push through. Oh, how did I lose another 2/10, man? That's annoying. There was definitely way more time in this car. We're going to be top 10, I think, but not particularly high at the order. Shock him. Shock him. 10th. 10th in the end, chat. Bob on right in the middle of the pack. There was easily another half a second in that.
Complete, all that remains now is the main
Yeah, we could have been front
we'll be
row.
live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Well, Lando Norris then must have had the most insane slipstream I've ever seen down that Las Vegas strip, because he is on pole by half a second, and the McLaren's not usually the best car here either. Max Verstappen will line up second, though, ahead of Alexander Albon. Ferrari in P4 and P5, ahead of Piastri and Russell, so that's where all three of my championship rivals are. Ocon in a Mercedes sandwich in the end, but yeah, we should have had a lot more out of the car there. We do go quicker than Stroll, that's important. Quicker than Big G as well, and Fernando Alonso, but yeah, Lawson and Colapinto then on the back row of the grid. Doohan, only a 10th behind Pierre Gasly. Fair play to him. Yeah, if I take the sunglasses off indoors though, people will yell at me. Gotta wear the sunglasses. Right, come on then, chat. Get your predictions in for the race. Where do you think we're going to finish here in Vegas? Do you think we'll finish here in Vegas? That seems to be the more important question more recently, because we have had a few terrible races. And some very unlucky ones as well. Can I do any more upgrades? Not quite. No. Oh, I've just got enough. Is there any cheap... No, I don't think so. Right, we'll do that one then. I don't really want to keep slapping engine upgrades on this car, but we may as well at this point. Because we know it'll work. Right, there we go. That's all sorted. I think we're ready, chat. Let's do this thing. I reckon a podium. I mean, I still want to believe we could win. What I do is, obviously, if someone puts glasses on for Qatar, then I'll wear them throughout the entirety of Qatar. Obviously, this stream and the next one. Or, obviously, if someone does it for Abu Dhabi, I'll wear them for that. It basically, the sunglasses are for the next race. That's how this works. If I get another engine failure, I'll be disappointed. We've had 2 late on this season. 1 in Baku, 1 in Brazil. I don't want another one. Can you not bet in Canada, Fed? Is that against it in this game? In this game on Twitch even?
And Formula 1 might be in the middle of the Nevada desert, but who'd have thought it? It's raining out there. Now, how will that affect the drivers as they race along the strip?
No, it's not. That scared the life out of me then. What is Crofty on about?
17 corners, 3 straights, 2 DRS zones, and the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas as we race around the 3.8 miles of Sin
How
City.
weird.
The strip has been taken over.
Oh no, it's because you're a mod, Fed.
Tonight, commanding top
You can't
speeds
bet if you're a
of
mod,
around
I'm pretty certain.
212 miles an hour.
I mean, I can unmod you if you'd like.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have...
There's not a chance we'll get F1 27 this year.
And Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Piastri, Russell, Ocon...
Oh, you can? How odd.
Antonelli, and Nico Hulkenberg, Stroll, Bortoletto...
Hey, fair play, Jay. Very good going.
And Fernando Alonso.
I wish you the best of luck.
Behrman, Hadja, Pierre Gasly, and Jack Doohan.
I think I've had 3 mechanical failures in 4 races before. I think that's my worst ever record. Actually, I did... What was it, F1... Was it 23 or last... I might have been F1 24. I won a championship after having a mechanical failure, and I like DNF from like 4 races late on with mechanicals.
It's the important one, isn't it?
But I had such a big championship lead that we still ended up winning.
You know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts,
I feel like that was F1 23.
What you need, and you can carry that through to future races, including this one, and you set that ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've got that first race win or a win at any stage, it can start to roll with you in a good way.
Do we think Lando Norris become world championship today?
Okay,
Possibly.
radio check.
I guess
Radio
it'll depend on if Leclerc has a mechanical failure.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Right, let's see what we can do then. T2 stop. I don't feel like I want to do a 2-stop here. I don't feel like that's the way to go in Vegas. So I'm gonna stick on the medium for the beginning. I'm then gonna try the hards, and then we'll see what's going on. Maybe I'll have to go back to mediums later on. But I feel like if we can take the mediums about 22 laps, then we should be able to go hards to the end. I mean, it reckons it's possible. It doesn't reckon it's any quicker, but it reckons it's possible. So I reckon that's going to be what I try. Again, especially around here, it's all about the DRS. So we'll see what we can do. 50 laps ahead of us, though, of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Let's see how we get on today. We desperately need points. Antonelli's on softs, 5 red lights. 1 lights out, and away we go. Off to a fairly decent start. Luckily, I was just on that little kind of dip in the road, so we got a bit of extra speed. But Big G, though, immediately trying to look around the outside. Whoa. Whoa, hello. Bortoletto, he's not giving up on it. Going to try and really pin me up against the wall early on. That was a bit scary. Will Antonelli try and do the same to Russell? I don't think so. Come on, let's still side by side. How long are we going to be side by side with Bortoletto for, chat? Oh, he's actually going to get the run right around me. No, he's not. Still side by side. Still side by side. Still side by side. Oh, did Big G backhand that one? Yes, he did. Wonderful. Oh, no, he's coming straight back at me. We're letting the Mercs get away, Gabriel. Oh, there you go. He's cleared us. Well, there you go. Side by side for half a lap with Bortoletto. But it is going to be our teammate that comes out victorious. The telemetry is a separate piece of software called Race Labs. It is not free. And it is PC only. But I do like it. Oh, no, Lancelot. Oh, no, 3 wide. Just brake late. There you go. Wonderful. Right, I've been able to get away from that then. I'm happy to try and work with Bortoletto, as Max seems to have taken the lead on lap 1. So, Ferrari seem to be struggling a little bit. Max and Lando have gone.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
But Piastri, Russell, Antonelli as well. Seems like everybody's already just formed into little clusters. Expo, thank you for the 2 months, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, the AI, I think the problem is obviously here in Vegas is they're just not that intelligent. Like, they just will scrap with each other constantly. Rather than trying to play smart. And that sometimes gives good races and other times just allows you to get away from them. I want to try and keep Bortoletto in the range. I want to give him a helping hand if I can. We need his help in the constructors. Especially because his sight's right behind him. And the sunglasses do genuinely make it more difficult. That's part of the unique challenge. Oh yeah, that Williams is sickeningly quick in a straight line. I run 110 AI and no assists. This series is set up to be as difficult as it possibly can. But 110 AI do suck on F1 25, so... Especially around a track like this, they're not that great. There you go, one of the Ferraris is broken free. Okay.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Not going to complain about fastest lap, but surprise. So it's Leclerc that's gone. Antonelli's not going anywhere. What's wrong with Kimi? He basically just handed that over to me. He hasn't got wing damage, I don't think. He must have some kind of mechanical issue. Oh, it's Hamilton and Albon having a scrap up in front. Yeah, we need to outscore Albon today. I mean, we're going to need a mammoth challenge. We basically need Williams not to score in these last few races. And I hope that I can try and win basically everything. I've actually almost put my microphone in my own face. Yeah, he might have had a bit of oversteer. Oh, George broke early there. That Constantina up is lethal. Oh, this might give Antonelli a bit of a chance. Can we reach VMAX in this car, chat? That's my next question. 229 miles an hour is the goal. There goes 220. 225. 227, 228, 229. I think it might be 228 actually. I can't remember. Either way, we were pretty much at VMAX. Some of them are two-stopping, but as we saw in Brazil last weekend, the game told me the AI would have to pit again, and then they didn't. They somehow were able to take their softs so far in Brazil, so I don't trust anything. It's also because this Sauber has still, in theory, got the worst tyre wear on the grid. The Ferrari-powered cars are generally the worst anyway, and the Sauber's easily much worse. I don't know, I might be coming down with a little bit of a cold. Unless I've just accidentally broken my microphone. This is a mod for F125, the Audi. Yeah, so I think Lewis at the front of this train is alright. He can probably drag us along. I think between him and Albon, obviously, the Williams and the Ferrari are probably the quickest car in a straight line. The Ferrari is slightly better. But hopefully, obviously, it would just mean that we can all work together. I mean, we're closing back in a little bit on Leclerc, I think. Max and Lando are still battling at the front, so that's helpful. Ugh! What is it with George braking early, man? That was so close to winged on. That could have been disastrous quite early on here. I mean, we've definitely got the speed. It's just about being patient with it early on. Vegas is one of those tracks where the race cannot be won early.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Oh, there you go. George trying to look round Ocon. Oh, big lock up there for the Frenchman. Come on. Maybe if they lose the DRS, we can try and have both of them. I don't think they will. Oh, hey, hello. George is having a spinner. As I said, though, I think this is the thing with Vegas, obviously. It's so DRS dependent, and obviously the AI just do not think about that kind of thing. The AI will just push every lap and try to overtake. They won't like try and bide their time. I mean, the best thing to do around here is let the AI get rear wing damage, and then they just go. We had that, I think, last season, didn't we? Verstappen absolutely wiped the floor with everybody. We could reach 229 miles an hour without DRS, just because the rear wing was damaged. So there you go. Russell and Ocon have lost the range to the cars in front. So hopefully we can clear them quite quickly. Although I say that, and it looks like Piastri and Albon are now in a squabble. Let's see. I want to try and clear Ocon before turn 1. You can tell Esteban Ocon's AI is realistic with a really late change of direction. I'll ping off the wall and force him out into the marbles. Wonderful.
Brilliant, nice move, keep going.
AI set to 110. Yeah, so Albon's struggling as well now. Hamilton has been unleashed. I think Ferrari should still be very, very quick here. I would expect the Ferrari car to be one of the best around this track. Oh, Bortoletto's in the top 10. Miles and Acorn, thank you for the follows. I hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Whoa. Right, let's go. Come on. Yeah, Gabby's done a move on Kimi. He seems to be hanging on in there, to be fair. I'd love a big G solid result today. I mean, we need it desperately. Right, goodbye, George. Oh, Oscar. He's trying to swing a bit defensive. Oh, just going to get boxed in. Not going to give up, though, against George. There we go. So annoying when the AI do that. Because you can't commit to it, because otherwise they'll just do something stupid. The goal is to one stop. And looking at tyre wear, that should be quite doable. I'll try and take these to about lap 22 at a minimum. But if they're still feeling pretty good, I might try and extend them a little bit more. This is a circuit where you don't have to push too much out of them. You can just try and keep them in a good operating groove. Especially if you're running low enough wing. We're hoping to do NERB 24 next month. With a bit of luck. We want to try and do as many of the big iRacing Enduros as we can this year. See, I'm enjoying doing the iRacing streams. Well, that is going to catch me out at some point. Yeah, I want to try and get away from George. I think, oh, Big G, yeah, he's dropped back from Ocon as well. That's a shame. Oh, here we go. Yeah, street. Hello, Albon trying to give him a big old squeeze down in that final corner. Alright, come on, let's see if we can get past Oscar. Oh, he knows we got the run. To the inside. That's one McLaren overtaken. And one of my big champ... Oh! What? What was Oscar trying to do? He just turned in on me. I was most of the way past him. He tried to take us both out. How on earth did we save that? I've never seen the AI try and do that. He literally tried to pit maneuver me. At 200 miles an hour. He was trying to get wheel drag. That's the other thing as well around here, is just obviously you can take so much more curb in certain places than the AI. How much monster is 24 hours worth? Too much. I mean, I've got a couple of cans of Red Bull ready to go. This is not being ran through my team. This is being ran through driver career mode. Harry and Benzie, thank you both for the follows. I hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Maybe we can get to 11k before F1 26. We'll probably have, I would have thought, a team of 4 or maybe 5. But it'll depend. I think one year we did it as a team of 3. Oh, what is Alex doing? Just a small defensive move. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather just charge up the pack so we can get away from him. But the AI being sketchy early on. Here comes Oscar. He tried to pit maneuver me a minute ago, so I'm not going to give him anything. Oh, come
on. Okay, Nico.
I do play on maximum difficulty.
Behind, please. It's critical for our race.
I only ever play this game on max difficulty. Whoa. Oh, big under rotation there. That was close. Come on. That's the other thing as well you've got to be super careful of here. Obviously, he's just skimming those walls and picking up extra wear. You're gonna be, I mean, look at that. 225 miles an hour. We're barely gaining on Albon. We should get him, though. He gave me 90% of a car's width. And somehow we forced it alongside. Right, there we go. Let's have him now. Is he going to try and pit maneuver me? Like Oscar? No. He just slots in right under my diffuser. Right. Hopefully now, then. I mean, I'm happy to work with Alex to a certain point, but I want to try and go in pursuit of Lewis. Lewis and Charles, that's the goal. I really don't know. We could legitimately see Max retire. I guess it kind of depends on whether Mercedes will have him.
Okay, gap to the car in front.
I think that's the big question.
5 seconds.
Do Mercedes bin off Russell or Antonelli to have Max? I mean, let's be fair. The question is, will they bin off George? So maybe it's in their best interest to try and back Antonelli for a bit longer and see what happens. Maybe, I mean, but where could George go? Apparently Aston Martin want him. But why would you want to join that program at the moment? Oh, we got away from Albon? We might just have got him out of the range. But I mean, yeah, if Max either retires or went to Mercedes, that would cause such a chain reaction. Why do you hate Albon? Albon's a pretty non-controversial character. I thought everybody liked Alex. Is that going to be purple? No, not quite. Oh yeah, we didn't have DRS, did we?
Gap to your teammate behind. 6.6 seconds.
I mean, Big G's hanging on in there. He's ahead of Stroll and Sainz, so he's not doing badly. Piastri, is now ahead of Albon. I don't like Fernando. I'm not a fan of Fernando. I think Fernando overrates himself, to be honest. It's all well and good doing the big talk of, I could still absolutely compete in the best car, but your literally only comparison is Lance Stroll at the moment.
Verstappen's just completed a pass for the lead.
There you go. So they're still battling at the front then. So I think Leclerc, Hamilton, and myself are all closing in. It's always the big thing as well with Fernando, is there is only one person to blame as to why Fernando Alonso has only won 2 world titles. And that reason is Fernando Alonso. If he didn't burn so many bridges, he could have probably been able to move back to more world championship winning teams. But instead, he just causes such a division within teams. I mean, think, he could have stayed at Alpine for this. Obviously, he wouldn't have then had 2023, I guess. But he could have stayed at Alpine now and have a pretty competitive front of the midfield car. He could have stayed at McLaren in 2007. He could have stayed at Ferrari in like 2014, 2015. He could have had that 2015 Ferrari, and I feel like he could have done more with it than Seb. Not a lot more, but he could have done more with it than Seb did. And then 2017, 2018, he could have easily been in that championship fight. I think we're going a little bit quicker than Leclerc. Like, Fernando Alonso is the reason Fernando Alonso only has 2 world titles. You can blame it on bad luck for his moves and everything like that, but often has been the case he's actually moved to the best team he can, because there's so many teams that just won't have him. Come on. I'd love to see Lewis win his 8th. I don't think it'll happen unless Ferrari take a huge leap forward. And to be fair, last weekend was really the first time this season Leclerc I know Lewis did have a few issues with the car, but Leclerc properly had a few tenths on him. Leclerc was just easily the better of the two. What's the best F1 game for realism? I think a lot of people like F1 2020 still. I think a lot of people would say F1 2020 was... I mean, none of them are, like, particularly realistic, because obviously they're meant to be more easy to pick up and play games, but 2020 I feel like struck a great balance. The handling model was so good. Right, we're going to be able to get in the range of Lewis. I need a big run out to the back straight. Oh, that was a lot of curb. We got that gap down, but it's going to go back up. That's a shame. Maybe? Maybe? No, not quite enough. That's annoying. Yeah, Suzuka's not a particularly good Lewis track anyway, but still. Should Lewis retire? Ferrari looked pretty good. He's already had a podium. He's looking way better this year than he did, and seemingly having way more fun than last year. Oh, Max is in. Oh, he's on softs. Wow, okay. So Verstappen then trying to go super aggressive on the strategy early on. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out for him. But we might see some of the other AI in pretty soon. Oh, how did I keep that away from a wall? I have no idea how I saved that, chat. That could have been GG.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 12.0 seconds.
I didn't even
Okay,
fully
here's the
spin
car.
armor.
We're
I only
trying
lost
to
about
go
3
ahead by
seconds.
4.3 seconds.
I'm honestly quite happy with that one. Get it clipped! Yeah, that was mad. I think I'm gonna suggest there might have been a tiny bit of luck in there as well, but I was able to get back off the brake and back on the throttle pretty much at the perfect time. Doesn't help though with Max behind. He will be closing in even more now. I know, I need to move the bias round. We're locking the rears too much. I'm going to move it forward to 56. It's very, very high, but on a cold track like this, probably worth it. I just got to be careful of front
the car
locking.
ahead's pulling away from you at a rate of around 2 seconds a lap.
This is normally where this Sauber car begins to struggle. As you get towards the end of a stint, when the AI begin to pit, this is normally where this car's tyres begin to scream. I don't feel like we've pushed the car too much, but yeah. So I think now Lando hasn't obviously got Max to kind of work together with. Hello. Why are we still locking the rears? I think the Ferrari is a quicker car here. I mean, it's not out of the realms of possibility that Leclerc can take this all the way to Abu Dhabi. He needs to outscore... If he wins the next 2 races, he would be, depending on what happens in the sprint, like 24 points back. Max is on a 2-stop, definitely. I don't know what the rest of the AI are doing. They could 1-stop, but they might 2-stop. I have to wait and see. I've got to win the race with a 10-second gap. That might be quite difficult. I think if the AI pit anything after lap 20, unless... oh, there you go. Lando's in immediately. So Lando's 2-stopping as well. He's on softs. What on earth is going on with the AI strategy here? That seems rogue, if you ask me. I don't know why you'd want to use a set of softs, but I guess you could do soft, soft, medium. Or soft, medium, medium. That still seems like an odd choice. Yeah, they can often go for soft, medium, medium here. It's less likely that they'll use 2 sets of softs, but you never know. So we just need... I guess we don't need to outscore Lewis, I would just like to outscore Lewis. Because him and Oscar are only 2 points apart, I want to be trying to reel them both in. We can definitely still get George by the end of the campaign. But Lewis and Oscar, we're going to need a bit of luck. As I said, we basically need to win all 3 races. And just hope that, obviously, they don't then come second in all 3. People say, oh, Lewis should have stayed at Mercedes. He couldn't. This is the awkward thing with it. He couldn't really stay there anymore. He was no longer their #1 investment. Oh, there you go. Hamilton in as well, then. So first car off for the medium.
Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race.
So Verstappen's only 5 seconds back. So that's going to be tough towards the end. Again, it will come down to like the DRS and things like that. Big G's in. I think we're not really gaining anything, but we're not really losing anything to Leclerc either. Which I guess is a good thing. Because I am trying to look after these tyres a bit more. I think for Ferrari, though, as well, it was the opportunity, the marketing of it as well. Lewis is much more marketable than Sainz. And Sainz was always going to be the #2 to Leclerc, and I think that was starting to cause issues. Not loads, but I think definitely starting to become a bit of an issue. Ugh! Oh, how do we not get damaged? Ugh! I have no idea how I didn't get damaged there. Again, this is what happens with this Sauber. You get over about 30% wear, and just immediately the tyres start feeling terrible. Maybe I should two-stop. Feel that we're going to be so bad. Oh, Norris is on another set of softs. I feel like we get undercut so badly, though, if I try and pit now. Oh, Behrman had an absolute stinker at Suzuka. Prior to that, yeah, his stock was really high. But he had a terrible qualifying at Suzuka. And obviously, admittedly, the race wasn't his fault, but still not ideal. Yeah, but I think what Suzuka proved with Behrman is that although, yes, he's a star in the making, he's definitely still rough around the edges. Like, I'm not suggesting that other Formula 1 drivers never make mistakes, because of course they all do. But it was also pretty clear that, obviously... Oh, hello. Max was trying to have a look. He's still got a bit more work to do. But I think, yeah, if Lewis decided he wanted to retire at the end of the season, Ferrari would be stupid not to put Behrman in. I feel like I need to be moving the brake bias around on the lap. Actually, how much fuel have we got? Oh, that's going to be close. How much spare fuel did I put on the car at the start, chat? Because we were already way lower than I would hope to be.
Focus. We need to stay on form.
Are you going to be able to stay ahead of Max? No. Yeah, great. Bounce off that curb, why don't you? Oh, Leclerc's pitting. We'll see how long we can stick with Max. I love it when the AI do that. Just ricochet off that curb straight at you.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
That's bad. Hamilton's gone fastest. And Max is gone. I mean, we could legitimately see Max retire at the end of this season, which would be insane. But I think it's so important, though, that F1 doesn't just give him everything that he wants. If Formula 1 decide to change all the rules just to make Max happy, then that's ridiculous. He's got to understand, you know, it's happened to all the great drivers. Lewis, Seb, Michael, even the likes of Ayrton, you know, Alain Prost before then. Maybe Alain Prost to a slightly lesser degree, but rule changes come in to try and nerf the OP drivers. That's just what happens. If Max doesn't like that, well, he's not in the right spot. But Max knows that as well, and he'll go somewhere else. But Formula 1 shouldn't just bend over at Max's will either. Oh, did I get DRS, or I think Lando did just? Did either of us get DRS? I mean, the wing damage doesn't feel terrible. Ocon as well is doing me a favour. But we just got to see how the hards work a bit later on.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Yeah, we'll probably pit end of 22, I reckon. I want to just see if we can stay in the range. I mean, it's that corner, it's the lethal one. That was actually pretty good through there. Yeah, I don't think the wing damage is costing us loads, but it's definitely costing us a little bit. Oop. Oh no, that'll be first warning. Pretty certain that's first warning. Yeah, Lando's gone. That's annoying. Obviously, unlike F124, wing damage doesn't make you quicker in a straight line anymore. Otherwise, you end up in that hilarious scenario people would deliberately get front wing damage on the last lap. I mean, we could always get a safety car, something like that. Could work out beautifully for us. I'm getting through a lot of fuel, man. That's making me nervous. Engine temp is quite hot as well, so... Maybe we're going to need like a safety car or a VSC later on. Hey, welcome in, Sosa. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Red Falcon, thank you for the follow as well. Sorry I missed that one. Oh, look at that, Lewis. 32.6 now. Where's Leclerc? Leclerc's still behind Ocon. So Leclerc's really lost out in all of this. Oh no. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's when I want the brake bias the other way. Don't get a warning.
Okay, Nico, we want to make sure we're saving some ERS, so let's try and charge it up now.
As long as Lewis doesn't get the DRS this time. But this is just one of those quintessential Sauber races. Car feels okay early on and then just begins to struggle. Why am I sliding? Because the tyres are falling off the cliff. I would love to not be sliding. I lost enough time from that one, Super Dog. You can manipulate the game somewhat with it anyway. But because I had such a big lockup, the game is more lenient because it doesn't think I've been doing it on purpose. It was a much bigger issue on previous games. Back on, obviously, if this track was in like F1 2017, F1 2018, you could basically send it, hit that wall, lock the fronts, cut that chicane, gain like 3 seconds, and it wouldn't penalise you. It was so broken for a while. Oh, Lewis is gone. How on earth did he not put that in the wall?
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.
That was a bit weird.
Seconds.
I mean, I guess that means that I'm going to give him the DRS again. But yeah, we'll pit this lap. We'll get a new wing on, we'll get new tyres on. I don't think the wing's making a huge amount of difference, but I think we can gain 5 seconds by having it back over the course of the race.
Box, box,
50 laps, honestly, in Vegas is not that long a race. This is one of the shortest 100% races on the game. Mons is a bit quicker. Silverstone's pretty similar. They're two of the fastest ones. But this is quite an easy 100% race. One of the ones that always surprises me for how long it is Baku. Baku's a real marathon. I did see some of the Bahrain sim race. I saw the absolute chaos that unfolded later on. I want to see the onboard. I think was it Ulash who took out Alfie Butcher? I want to say. I want to see the onboard of that one. Because from the offboard camera, that looked pretty damning. But yeah, it just turned into absolute carnage. I like Yano, but it is so funny the fact that whenever there's chaos, Yano seems to be the only one that can keep his cool. And more often than not will capitalise because of it.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving.
Bortoleto. Oh yeah, Bortoleto pit early, didn't he? So he's definitely still two-stopping. How did I not get DRS off of Fernando? Make that make sense, chat. So we don't have to pit again. Basically everybody else does. Hopefully. But obviously I will... I mean, we could get a safety car here. It feels like it's been a while since we had a safety car in one of these races. So maybe I want to see a safety car this afternoon. I think with the way we're burning fuel, it could be quite useful. Yeah, it was ridiculous. They do need to do something about the racing standards in F1 esports. Because people go, oh, they just drive so aggressively. Like, yeah, why wouldn't they? They don't get punished for it. You can get away with so much stupid stuff.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy.
Here comes Carlos.
Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
Yeah, so we've got 2 laps of spare fuel still. And we're basically... Oh, hello. Hello, are they 3 wide? They are. That won't end well, surely. Come on. Come on. Let's go. That's 1. I'll take the slipstream off of Pierre. We'll get 2, 3. Maybe I can get Stroll as well by the time we get back into turn 1. Oh, that'll be a warning. There you go. 4-car overtake, though.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Oh, Lance almost hooked me. But we're through. I mean, Bortoletto's not in the points yet, but we just need to try and get away from these guys. These are not the cars I want to be battling with towards the end. I remember saying this to a couple of the esports drivers a few years ago. What I'd love to see in F1 esports is a 70% race with the same tyre wear as we get in 50%. A couple of them were like, yeah, that could work quite well, because then the races would be a bit longer. But a few of them are like, people would still just one stop. It would not be worth it. But I feel like, yeah, either a 70 or a 75% race could strike a really good balance.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead.
Oh, I'm not going to get Lance out of the range. That's annoying. Yeah, hopefully I can just leave Stroll in the sights and that whole gaggle to fight. We need to try and get in pursuit of Albon.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0.
More mechanical
Still
issues.
inflated to you. We're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
I hate that message. Why do they give you that message on this game? Wait, Antonelli's... He started on softs, didn't he? He's on a double soft and he's barely in the points. All F1 drivers left foot brake. In most race cars nowadays, you left foot brake. Because obviously you don't have a manual clutch. Or a pedal clutch, I should say. You watch any F1 driver's pedal cam, any GT3 driver, any World Endurance driver, they are all left foot braking. Are we going to get in the range of Antonelli? We should do. Try and charge up the pack a little bit as well. Oh, we did alright, thank you, Graham. Became P9 in the end. And we had to defend from Ben on like the last few laps whilst he was closing in on me. But luckily we held on. I think we are closing back in on Max a bit. Oh, I thought Antonelli might be pitting then. That'd be insane. 2 pit stops by half distance. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to win, but I want to believe we can get back to the Ferraris. Maybe. I guess it depends on whether we get a safety car or something like that as well, doesn't it? Alright, come on. You go, defensive Kimmy. That works wonderfully for me. Hey, how you getting on, Matt? What's the weather like today, sir? I hope you're having a good time. Oh, I cannot get another warning, though. That's what I've got to remember. I have not played Forza Motorsport in quite a few years. I never got the most recent one because it looked terrible. I used to play competitively back on like Motorsport 6 and 7. Ooh. So, gap to Albon then is about, what, 7 seconds? So let's just keep trying to close in. Amateur setup like mine. For the rig, the wheel, the pedals, and the, like the base, you'd be looking at probably £2,500, £3,000. It's not cheap, but I do this as a full-time job, so... I feel like that's got to be my most... Either is the car a mod, or how much is my rig are like the 2 most popular questions. Or what AI do I run? Those are like my 3 big ones. I mean, so far, what's that? 2nd out of Albon this lap? We've clearly got speed. It is just a question of whether those guys at the front really start to bunch up. Yeah, I still reckon we can be in the fight for a podium. Leclerc's just ran a 32.3.
Okay, Leclerc's just set the fastest lap of the race so far.
I mean, he must have had DRS off Lewis, but... Ferrari are working together again. AI is set to 110. I only run maxed out AI on this game.
Gap to your teammate behind, 9.5 seconds.
Oh, I saw you did, Cargo Boom. I was gutted for you, buddy. I ended up 1 lap down in the end. I got an annoying penalty. But I only got 8 incident points, which honestly I feel like was a miracle. And honestly, in NIS, I'm normally just happy to survive. I think a lot of people say that the F1 game is not sim-like. I think that's a bit harsh. It's not like a fully accurate simulator or anything like that. But it's also... It's not a complete arcade game by any stretch of the imagination either. It is sim-cade. It's probably, I would say, slightly more sim-style than Gran Turismo. And that calls itself the real driving simulator. There you go. Purple through that middle sector. I always find the sector splits really odd as well around here. They're so weirdly spread out. I propose, chat, for future Formula 1 races, they have the start-finish line halfway down the strip. Imagine how mental that would be. Yeah, I do think they strike a good balance still with most of the F1 games. It is a bit more forgiving than other racing titles, but not all of them. Yeah, you can take a lot of... it does feel like they're obviously very forgiving. You can obviously load up the fronts a bit too much. See, like that on iRacing, I'd be gone. Just immediately gone. We're definitely closing in on Albon. I mean, he's doing a great job to his credit. Like, I mean, that Williams is not a bad car. It is top of the midfield, but the fact he's 10 seconds clear of a Mercedes and a Red Bull. Admittedly, it's Stroll, but he is doing a good job. We're on lap, yeah, 29 of 50. So we've got to be, what, about 23 seconds behind the Ferraris, there or thereabouts? But obviously they've got another pit stop to make. It won't actually be that long before they pit. Although they might be going to softs to the end. So we've just got to keep pushing over these next few laps. I mean, in the perfect world, Verstappen pits, we come out in his slipstream range and just stick with it. That would be glorious. Oh, don't get a warning. That's the other big thing with the F1 games. The cars are way too good over curves. You can throw the car over them. Oh, come on. Thought that was going to be a warning then. We got away with that one. The Audi livery is a mod. Oh no. How did I get away with that one? So weird, some of the track limits. I completely cut that then and it was fine.
Tyre condition still looking good.
I mean, I always think driving on a wheel is easier than a controller. I could not go back to a controller now. It would be awful. Absolutely awful. Okay, Norris is in. Oh, I think he's going to stay ahead of us. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Unless Albon gets in his range, which I don't think is going to happen. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to push to get much closer to Norris. So maybe P3 is all we can do. We are still also burning through way too much fuel, so I probably need a safety car. Either that, or I'm going to have to really try and work with the Ferraris. Ooh, hello. Yeah, we'll get in the range of Albon this time. But I do need to start thinking about saving some fuel. I think it's just like leaving the car in 7th gear, like down there and stuff. I mean, I guess the good thing is obviously around here there are a lot of places to LICO, but it's still annoying. Right, I might try and blend out behind Alex this time. I'll have that DRS, but 19 laps to go and only 1 lap of spare fuel is not great. Oh, there you go. Max is in as well. So Verstappen should be out comfortably ahead of Norris still. Oh, actually, that's interesting. So Verstappen hasn't cleared Oscar, though. So could Oscar Piastri be a bit of a nuisance for him? Ugh.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 19.0 seconds.
Oh no. I knew as soon as I hit the brakes then I'd done it too late. I was outright, just scroll off speed, don't lose the wing. Oh, come on. Can we get back in the range of sight? It's going to be close. I think we should do it though. As long as we get a good run out into the back straight. Oh, no, maybe? Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, 1.1. Oh, it was 1.0, I think. Damn it. Oh, we have had quite a few podiums for Hulk. We've won quite a few races. I think we have, what, 8 wins, I want to say, in this series? We've had a... Oh, no. Damn it.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last...
Oh, there we go.
incident,
Oscar
mate.
and George are in. So we've got to try and beat them by the end. That's annoying as well, because I lost time there. F125 giveth and F125 taketh away. I've only got 4 seconds on Russell, man.
Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate.
They are
Or
going
you might wanna
past
try
me.
some lifting or gentle braking
I
to
need a
recharge.
safety car late on here, I feel. We've had no retirements, though. Maybe I'll get another mechanical. Maybe that's what we're in for towards the end. Because it feels odd that we've made it this far into the race with no one retiring. Lockups don't really matter on this game, unless you have a huge one. Like, you can get away with locking at the fronts a little bit and still get the car in. Yeah, it would not surprise me if I ended up with a mechanical issue. The way the end of this second season has gone.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
Big Lyco. Should get us a bit of fuel. Ooh, one of the Ferraris is in. That was who I was hoping to be racing by the end. Oh, and Albon is in? No? Okay. Right, it's Hamilton. Oh, is Hamilton going to stay ahead of us as well? I think he
Starting
is.
to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit
Where?
stop.
What are you doing, Albon? Oh, so Lewis here is 2 seconds up the road as well, man. We just do not have the pace against these big teams.
Okay, Nico. Right, that front wing damage is going to hurt us. We've really got to
I haven't
look
got
after
any
it
front wing
now.
damage.
Let's put everything into protecting that front wing, please.
Ugh. Come on.
Okay, Gabrielle's in the pits. Gabrielle is in the pits.
I'm
now.
hoping we don't get a DNF, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me. I mean, maybe we'll be a bit closer to Leclerc. We could try and defend from George to the end, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, we've got Albon at the range now. I want to believe we could still get a bit closer to those Ferraris. Like, I feel like everybody else's pace is going to struggle more on the hards as well. But I've just got to try and reel Lewis in. Fears, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're well. Welcome on in. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Max and Lando, though, 1-2, unless something crazy happens. I mean, from here, could you go to a set of softs? I guess I'd want to use mediums. And if I can not let Lewis get too far away. All I want is like just one little Lewis error. Just bring us a bit closer. Get us in that range. Even if it doesn't mean I can beat it by the end, as long as it can bring us closer. Come on. Ooh, hello, wall there. Oh, and again, just any time you've gained, you just throw away on the exit.
2.4 seconds.
I feel like we might get the jump on Leclerc, though. We've actually pullen away from George slightly. Which I guess is good news. The game is quite... I think it's on offer. Or it's definitely been on offer very recently. You can get F1 25, like, under 20 quid. I think it... Did it go on the Steam sale recently, I feel like? Yeah, I would not pay full price for it now. But obviously they might do some offers as well when the 26 DLC comes out. That obviously you can just get, like, both for the same price. I wouldn't buy F1 25 full price right now, because the DLC will be coming out soon. Shot, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're well. Didn't hit the wall. That's the important bit. But we're letting Lewis just get further and further away. The mod is from Overtake GG. It's a pretty simple drag and drop file on PC. It's by Prox. I mean, we've really had to manhandle this Sauber a lot this season. This Audi, I should say. Please stop spamming, can I feel the G-force? Yeah, it does routinely go on offer on different platforms. If you can get it for like 20 quid or something like that, I'd say it's well worth it. Oh, Leclerc's going soft, man. What is that? Disgusting. Oh, he might still be ahead of Lewis. Is he going to just about get him? Yes, he is. Wow, okay. Yeah, there's not a chance to beat the Ferraris then. Leclerc will just drag Lewis along. So, I got a Lyco and try and hold off George to the end, I think. Unless we get a safety car.
At the moment, just focus on the driving.
But still no mechanical failures at 75% distance. We don't know when the DLC releases. My guess is the start of July. Yeah, so Leclerc, to be fair, might be able to go in pursuit of Max and Lando. I mean, bigger picture-wise, I think you'd rather Max wins. At least try and bring that gap down a bit. But I don't know if Max wins and Leclerc finishes third. Is he still mathematically in it? I can't remember. I think at about 1,500 euros, I'd have to have a look properly. But you can probably get like an RTX 5070 kind of PC. 16 gig of RAM. Unless Lewis begins to struggle a bit more. I don't know, man. We just got to keep pushing. I mean, Lewis, again, is someone I was hoping to outscore today. We are literally right with our three big title rivals. But we're just not taking enough points out of them.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
Yeah, George is under 3 seconds. Oscar's still trying to close in a bit more. Like I said, if we could get in the range of Lewis, that could be huge. Even not just to beat him, but try and just help get away from these guys.
3.7 seconds.
Because that Ferrari is definitely quicker. Come on. I probably need to charge up some battery again. But obviously I don't want to risk letting George get in the range. Hey, welcome in, Rehan. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Caution,
Oh,
caution.
yellows. Oh,
Okay,
red
don't worry
flag.
about that target for
Yes!
now. We can work on a new objective.
Yes!
Okay,
A
so
red
that's
flag that
red
saved
red
us.
flag,
Max
no
has
overtaking,
binned it.
And let's get back into the pits, please.
Finally! Finally! A bit of luck that goes our way, chat. That's what we needed. I didn't even spot that on the mini-map. Finally, something useful. It feels like every safety car, every red flag we've had recently has absolutely screwed us, but that is huge.
Right, this is a good chance to change our strategy. For
Do
the
I want
rest
to go
of the Grand
mediums
Prix
or do I
if we
want to go softs? What are we thinking? I know I've still got the time pen. I'm not too worried about that. What are we thinking? Mediums or softs? It's not, yeah, it's quite, it's overcast as well, so it means track conditions are even cooler. A game reckons softs though are going to be worse. I think mediums are going to be the safe choice. I think the softs might just fall off right towards the end, and that's not what we need. Have we got a bit more spare fuel as well,
Deja
chat?
vu here.
What? I'm
Good
under?
opportunity to get this start spot on. Come on.
Am I under on fuel, or is it giving it to me? Max is on hard, so he's screwed. Ugh. He's just trying to put Lewis in a wall, but I was there as well. Oh, has Max got a penalty, actually? Well, I just see. He might have a 10... has he got a 10-second penalty? Oh, he's got a 5-second penalty. So Max is in bigger trouble than I am then, late on. We got... Oh, we haven't got much spare fuel still, but... we've got a bit. So we can definitely try to Lyco. Oh, someone's at the wall further back. But I think we're good. So we still haven't seen anybody have mechanical failure yet. So Oscar Piastri. Try to be a sneaky sneak there. Right, so we can definitely beat Max then. I think, yeah, unless Max gets something crazy here, his title dreams are over now. Right, come on, we gotta go. I mean, I would quite happily try and work with Lando towards the end of this race. If we could. I just want to try and see if we can get a big result and hope that this penalty, doesn't make much difference. I mean, look how quick the AI are in a straight line. I also am probably still going to need to Lyco somewhat. Hopefully not much, but a little bit. Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, those soft tyres will be good for a few laps, but might begin to struggle. Max low on hards will be vulnerable.
DRS is now enabled.
So we've got to try and clear Max if we can. Oh, slow in fast out. George Russell there, a bit vulnerable. Come on, let's have him. To the outside of George. Oh, Oscar. I mean, how on earth we didn't lose anything from that? I thought that was GG then. I thought I was going through the back of Max Verstappen's car. That was so close. Yeah, I almost torpedoed Verstappen. Right, we'll try and Lyco a little bit down here. Whoa, what is that? Still struggling with front locking. Try and move the bias the other way a little bit. And that might lock the rears. Oh, here we go. Russell's trying to have a look around the outside of the Dutchman. Oh, and Piastri might have me as well. We've got lots of battles. 2 by 2 we go. It's like Noah's Ark out here. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Ooh. Oh. Was Piastri still alongside me? Was he trying to hang that there? It certainly didn't work for him if he was. That might be big damage for Piastri. We've got to try and capitalise on George. Immediately down at turn 1. Leclerc's now gone. So that red flag has worked out wonders for Charles Leclerc. The AI love to just try and keep the nose there, and I'm not letting them.
Good job.
Yeah, I will get a mechanical failure still before the end of this race. Oh, if Leclerc's gone, that's a bit of a shame. I was hoping I could try and just get towards the front and work with somebody, but I don't know now. I think Leclerc might have too much of a margin unless Lewis can do something. Max is definitely... Oh, Lewis is gone! Lewis Hamilton, mechanical failure. So there you go. That will be our first mechanical of the day. So that is huge for me in the World Championship. Because that's going to help us like, massively. And now we're really starting to see some issues occurring towards the end. I don't think Max will get the DRS off Lando either. So he's going to be a sitting duck as we head down this back straight. I mean, this race has been fairly calm up to that point, but now it's just turning into chaos. It's around the outside of Max. Come on, we should have the speed.
I've got some information on Hamilton for you. They're
Oh,
retiring
how is he
from the race.
gaining? Did he stay in the DRS? I don't know. Either way, around the outside we'll go. Up to the podium places. Come on. I'm happy to work with Lando for a bit. Like we said, we've got to try and outscore Lewis. We've got to try and outscore Oscar. We've got to try and outscore George.
That was the fastest
New fastest lap of the day
race. Keep
helps.
this up. Well done.
Right, I'm hoping Max might be a bit of a saviour for us. Obviously, we know we should beat him because of his penalty. But hopefully, he can hold up George. And we can try and pull away. I can also try and Lyco a little bit behind Lando. I'm not sure I'll need to too much. Oh yeah, we will. That fuel is awful. So we're going to have to try and work with Lando a little bit, but I can't let Max get back in the range. Scary stuff towards the end of this race. I mean, that's massive. Like I said, Lewis is, what, 42 points ahead of me? So if we can take 15 out of him here, that massively brings the gap down. We've got 1.5 seconds now over Max. He is definitely beginning to struggle. Might try and clear Lando, see if we can go in pursuit of Leclerc. Like, doubt it. Right. We'll have Lando, thank you. Gap's 1.7 to Charles. He's also on hards. We couldn't actually win this thing, could we? Like, that would be impossible, surely. I'll keep pushing, but I doubt that highly. If we can get in the range of Leclerc, though, that could be
Good
massive.
job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Oh, George has got past Max. Come on, let's see if we can get Leclerc. This might be literally our one chance this lap. Otherwise, I don't think we'll have enough battery. This is basically qualifying laps at the moment. Ugh. Oh, Lando wanted to have a look. Didn't get there, though. Come on. Oh, not a great run off
Okay,
there.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Oh, no. Skim the wall. Big send. Oh, I didn't quite get the grip, though. That's annoying. 1.3 away from Leclerc. We tried. I'm not even going to get Lando out of the range annoyingly as well, but we're still trying to push. Because we should... Yeah, we'd be ahead of George now, which would be massive. I mean, we are still quicker than Leclerc, it's just not by enough. We've only got 0.3 laps worth of fuel now as well, with 6 laps to go? I need Leclerc to make an error of some sort. Or we just find a bit more speed. I'm surprised his hard tyres are working as well as they are. I mean, we're definitely a little bit quicker in some spots, but maybe... Oh, I might be able to get Lando out of the range as well, if we could get to Leclerc. Oh, come on. I'm pushing. I want to believe P1's doable, but I doubt it. The gap to Leclerc is staying so level. I'm just not able to do a lot against him. Might get Lando out of the range, though. No. Oh. Ah. Come on. That's so annoying. Again, we could have got Lando out of the range there. That could have been the difference. Yeah, gap to Leclerc's up to 2. I mean, imagine if it was a double Ferrari mechanical here. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be out of fuel by the end. We've got to keep that in mind. Got to make sure we bring home the podium. I mean, unless Lando and I could use the slipstream and the DRS with each other. Try and get a bit closer to Charles. I doubt it, though. I belong on Bottle Job Motorsports with my ability to bottle. Oh! Leclerc's gone! I cannot believe it! Charles Leclerc Ferrari double mechanical! What are we seeing here in Vegas? I literally just said imagine if Ferrari had a double DNF and it's happened. I've given Ferrari the ultimate commentator's curse. We are leading the Vegas Grand Prix, but with a penalty, it is still going to be near impossible to win. No idea what's happened between Piastri and Russell further back. They're dropping loads of time, but imagine if Lando began to struggle late on. I cannot believe that. Both Ferraris out. That massively opens up the World Championship fight as well. Because, of course, that now means that, you know, Norris and Verstappen are going to be able to take 25 points in theory. Not maybe as many for Max, but... Oh, here comes Lando. I mean, I'd love to just win this one on the road, if anything, but... Especially with how much we need to Lyco towards the end. I don't think we're going to be able to win this one unless something crazy happens to Norris. But we'll see. There goes Lando. To the inside. Oh, I want to work with him. Okay, Lando doesn't want to work with me. I will try and save a little bit of fuel behind him. I will try and save a bit of battery and we'll see what we can do. I cannot believe both Ferraris have gone this late on in the day. And also should mean, in theory, chat, we now shouldn't get a mechanical. But I wouldn't hold my breath. Although it's only next lap we can still get one. You cannot get a mechanical on this game in the last 2 laps.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Alright, come on. We're basically even on fuel now. Big Lyco. Got to make sure I keep in the DRS, but big Lyco needed. We'll basically try and close up to his gearbox and then lift out. I mean, can you half throttle down the straight and save fuel? Yes. I don't think it's worth it, but you can. Oh, that's another warning. That's stupid. Whoa, come on. Don't lose the range. Lando Norris is the key to my P2 here. Especially with Max with a penalty as well. But, I mean, yeah, I really did think we were over and out in this race earlier on. I thought it was going to just be a quiet limp towards the finish, but Ferrari issues, Verstappen issues. It has all worked out pretty nicely. We've definitely been able to capitalise from it. But, I mean, we could have followed... Oh, that's another warning. Come on. We could have followed Lando Norris home last weekend in Brazil, and then obviously got that mechanical, so... I remember I said there, I think we've only had one P2 all season. Are we finally about to bag our second? I'd love to have had the win, but... Unless Lando gets some kind of issue, I don't think it's going to happen. Either that or he's got to lose his wing or something. We had a red flag about 10 laps ago. Max Verstappen binned it down at the final couple of corners. I mean, he might still keep the gap over Piastri and Russell. That'd be insane if Max still gets a podium. But useful for me, because it means we take even more points out of those guys. Big, big, big Lyco. I mean, I'm happy to try and go for it against Lando on the last lap, but yeah, we're not really we're not burning through any extra fuel. We're not really saving any.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Yeah, we've got to stop the bottles. I don't know how I'll stop the bottles, but I'd love to. Hey, look at that! Max now has got 4.2 over... 4.4, sorry. Over Oscar and George. He could still end up on this podium if they keep squabbling. Like I said, I guess that helps me out in the World Championship. Because obviously I'm not going to be able to beat Max by the end of the season. I'm not even sure if mathematically I can. I don't even think I can do that anymore. Ugh. Oh, come on. Say, if we can recharge the pack just a little bit more, I will still try and go for it against Lando, but I don't think we're going to be able to. I think he's pushing on right towards the end of this race. He doesn't want to leave this to chance. Activate the DRS though once again. Still got a tiny bit in the right direction. Oh, hello. Killed that. Nice and easy. There you go. Look at that. Yeah. Gasly's up to 5th. Sorry. Oh, there you go. Piastri's had him again. I reckon Verstappen, though, is going to finish on the podium here. So Verstappen and myself both with penalties. And it looks like we're both going to still bag a podium. Wild. Absolutely wild. I mean, are we going to stay in the range of Lando? I think we are just, aren't we? We're still just up on the fuel as well. I'm not even convinced I've got the speed to get past Lando, to be honest. I think that McLaren is just too quick towards the end of this race. Don't get another penalty, though. I guess it wouldn't make a difference, but still. I'd rather not risk it. But, oh no. Come on, stay in the range, stay in the range. Oh, these rears. Imagine. Come on, where's the grip gone? What is wrong with this car, man? It's terrible when it gets slightly out of shape. It is awful. Luckily, it shouldn't matter. Because we are on for P2 here anyway. Max is catching, but he's got a bigger penalty than I do. So we don't need to worry about the Dutchman. Oh, we are slightly under on fuel. I better not run out on the run towards the finish. But in towards the final few corners then. A crazy, crazy race. Well, at least the end of this race was in Las Vegas. It is going to be Lando Norris, though, through the final corners. Desperately trying to keep his World Championship hopes alive against Charles Leclerc. Out of the final turn. 25 points go the way of the McLaren man this weekend. We just dip into low fuel mode on the run to the line. P2, though. Big points.
Yes, mate,
what we
take that.
needed.
Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I think, like I said, I'm pretty certain Max got a podium as well. Unless the AI started working together on that final lap. I think Max has bagged a podium. Oh, that was tough. That was really tough. It's always then taking the sunglasses off, readjusting my eyes again. Feels like I've been blinded.
On your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
What a day it's been for Formula One, and what a day it's been.
Wait, I didn't see who was on the podium. Oh, it is Max. There you go. Yeah, imagine if Lando got disqualified, just like he did IRL.
He raises the trophy over his head.
That would have been mad.
Norris, head and shoulders above the
Absolutely mad. What did I need to do, chat? I wanted to go like that. I clicked the wrong button. Exactly, yeah, the comments love it. The comments absolutely love it when I wear sunnies. I don't know why.
And we'll see you for the next one.
Well, there we are then. 86 minutes of racing. Lando Norris, though, claims the victory ahead of myself and Max Verstappen. Honestly, I think a P2 finish here is pretty good going, all things considered. Oscar Piastri in P4 ahead of George Russell and Gasly as well. A brilliant, brilliant drive for him. Albon there does pick up some good points for Williams. Antonelli ahead of Ocon, and Sainz annoyingly as well bags them a point with Big G down, in P14. So we did take some points out of Williams this weekend, but not as many as I maybe would have hoped for there. Only Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton, though, who failed to see the checkered flag. What does that do in the World Championship? Well, it means now Leclerc only 16 points now ahead of Lando. So that World Championship fight is wide open yet again. Max Verstappen, though, he is out of it. He is mathematically out of the fight now. He cannot be a 5-time Formula 1 World Champion. At least not this season. Further down, though, Piastri now 10 points ahead of Lewis. We are 22 back from George, 24 back from Lewis. So I'm still going to need a couple more DNFs towards the end of the season. Albon now 1 point back ahead of Sainz, as Antonelli still yet to cross the 100-point threshold over the course of this season, with Behrman, Lawson and Jack Doohan still yet to score. Constructors-wise, Ferrari now only 6 ahead of McLaren as well, so that has been a brutal day down at Maranello, and that means that World Championship is wide open right towards the very end. We took, I believe, 11 points out of Williams, so that got back down to just 38. So still going to be difficult to try and overhaul right towards the end of the season. But I think everybody's eyes are going to be on that fight right at the very front. Thank you all so much for watching, though. I think that race right there is a lesson in perseverance on F125. So, yeah, obviously, make sure you come back, though, ready for the Qatar weekend. Obviously, next up, we are still not giving up. We are still hoping that we can try and finish P5 in this World Championship. Hopefully, I'll see you guys there. Chat, we're not going anywhere. We're doing the Qatar sprint right now. So make sure you stick around. I just need to sort out a couple of little bits and pieces with it. And then we should be good to go. Right, what do I want to do? That quickly. I just want to try and fix something. Oh, there we go. That is working. Wonderful. So we gained a little bit of rating there as well. We finished 14th in the end at Sebring. I had to dip out in the last couple of hours because I had a couple of other bits and pieces to sort out. But the boys did a really good job to bring it home. The DLC is probably coming out in August, but we don't know for sure yet. Sunglasses only count for the next race. A sprint race is separate from a main race. So I think I know what I'm expecting on Wednesday. I mean, I love the fact we're higher rated than Leclerc. Despite the fact I'm such a bottle job, we are still higher rated than Leclerc. Are there any other ones? I mean, sensibly, by the end of Season 3, we might be able to get the... we won't get the... Oh, no, sprints do count as their own start, don't they, apparently? Which is a bit funky. We should be able to get podiums. We should be able to get championship top 5s. I just need to try and get Hulk to 99 rated. That's what we got to try and do. I'm hoping we can try and get Hulk 99 rated, because that's one of the last 2 achievements I need on this game. Right. I guess we'll do the second intro. Oh, Deco, that's brutal, man. Brutal. Yeah, I mean, I'm gutted with the mistake I made, but yeah, just stupid by me. Right. So I just want to try and fix something. It's very, very annoying. Can I fix it? Don't know if I can. Annoyingly, yeah, one of the live counts doesn't work. And I don't know why. It just keeps breaking temporarily. So all I can do is just keep refreshing YouTube and hope that it fixes itself. Right. So like I said, chat, we're going to do the sprint race from Qatar as well. Yeah, that was the annoying one with mine. It felt like I got a bit unlucky. I mean, it was still a stupid error to make, but I felt like I got a bit unlucky with the damage. Like, normally the car would just ping off that. I just hit it so unbelievably perfectly that it destroyed the car. Which is actually quite impressive in of itself. Deco was in the lead car for quite a while. Amino, thank you for the welcome on in, buddy. I hope you're well. Right, let's get this sprint race wrapped up, chat. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to the penultimate round of our F125 Nico Hülkenberg career mode. Yes, we return this weekend out in Losail, out for the Qatar Grand Prix. Of course, if you missed out on the video that went live from Vegas, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. It was an insane weekend with some huge World Championship ramifications because Lando Norris, against all the odds, is keeping his title hopes alive against Charles Leclerc. Back-to-back victories, helped by the fact that Ferrari had a double DNF in the last 10 laps out on the Vegas Strip. Means there is now just 16 points in it with 2 races and a sprint still to go this season. We are 22 points back from George Russell, 24 back from Hamilton, and 34 back from Oscar Piastri. But I only need to try and beat 2 of those guys by the end of the season. So I'm hoping that maybe Hamilton has another DNF, but really we just need to try and chalk up a win in these final few rounds. Ultimately, we got a bit lucky to finish P2 last weekend, but Qatar is a track that I really like inside this game, so fingers crossed things are going to go quite well for us here as well. Of course, if you're new, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed, make sure you drop me a follow over on Twitch as well. We're trying to get to 15k over there at the moment, obviously at Matt212. But yeah, without further ado then, we've just got to try and smash these last 2 races. Most of my focus now is on preparing ourselves for Season 3, so I'm desperately trying to get in as many upgrades onto this car as I possibly can. But yeah, we're looking like we're a decent midfield runner, but I want to try and make sure we got a car that can fight right at the very front. But yeah, without further ado then, let's return here to Losail. Right, there we go, we got that sorted. I don't know why, chat, and now you can clip this, you can screenshot, I don't know how you screenshot this. I think we're going to get some wet weather in Qatar. I don't know why, but I think we're going to get a wet session here in Qatar. It makes me nervous, but I just feel like that's the kind of luck I'm going to get on this game. Hey, welcome to Nobi. Thank you, buddy. Right, I'll let you guys see it before I can. Like I said, it might not rain, but I just feel like I'm going to get really unlucky with it. If I go like that, can you guys see it? I'll have a look. Practice, dry. Qualifying, dry. It's all dry. Wonderful. Wonderful. That's one of those times when I'm happy to be wrong. Really happy to be wrong. Right, let's do this.
Still a voyage of discovery here in Qatar. The teams and drivers
It seems so weird because I've done so many
looking to find
Qatar
out
Grand Prix
plenty
now on this
more
game.
about a circuit that was built for 2 wheels rather than 4.
Irfan, welcome on in, buddy. I hope you're well. Yeah, so we just want to try and obviously get a good qualifying session, smash that out nice and early on. Obviously, hopefully bag 8 points in the sprint and go from there. Luckily, this is a track where you want basically maxed out downforce. So I'm going to use maxed out downforce. Actually, not quite maxed out, but a lot of downforce.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give it a
obviously,
try.
left-hand tyres take all the beating as well, so I'm going to run quite an aggressive tyre offset. But hopefully that's going to be okay. Soapy, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome on in. Yeah, so I'm going to do the sprint race now, and then we'll do the main event on Wednesday. We'll do, obviously, the Qatar GP and Abu Dhabi. So if you want to see who will be world champion, Leclerc or Lando, make sure you're back for Abu Dhabi. Make sure you're back on Wednesday. I'm probably going to finish Season 2 of this career mode before the Season 1 finale has gone on YouTube as an edit. It's probably not great, but quite funny. Right, I need R&D. We desperately need R&D. I've got to try and keep getting as many R&D goals as possible. I think the other annoying thing with this Audi throughout Season 2 is it seems to have become more sensitive. I feel like last season I got the car into a position where it was pretty manageable. And then this season, whether it's just the extra power or what, it seems to have struggled a bit more. I mean, Leclerc's still got a 16-point lead over Lando. If he wins the sprint and the main event here, then it's basically guaranteed still. But Lando Norris is on a 2-race win streak. Although, again, the Ferrari can be quite good on this track. I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see. I just hope we go to Abu Dhabi with a fight. But obviously it won't include Verstappen. Verstappen is mathematically out of it. I think he needed to win, didn't he? Yeah, he couldn't even afford to come second in Vegas, so... He needed a win, he bottled it, and that is his World Championship dreams dashed for another year. Oh, there we go. Purple, come on, carry the speed. Purple first time of asking, that's good. I'm happy with that.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
My shoes are so unbelievably thin. I mean, I don't know how well you can see them there, but it basically stops my socks getting destroyed, but still gives me a pretty good feel on the pedal. They are so thin. This is player career, yes. Alright, come on. Yeah, I know most people like to race in socks. See, it was just when I got the load cell kit, I was like, oh, actually, I feel like it might be a bit better to race in shoes. And I've never gone back. I could probably struggle to race in a different pair of shoes, but I like racing in this pair of shoes. Alright, come on. We need to send it. Qualifying sim run. Whoa, got to try and get it hooked up. Big snap there. That's the weirdest corner to get done for track limits. Only I could manage that. Just didn't turn. Oh, come on. Ugh. Oh, the understeer through there is lethal. You just don't quite get the car in the right spot. I wonder if we'll be able to gain some delta, though, through this final sector. Because this car should be able to do all this flat. Now, how am I still losing time? I hate the practice programs on this game. I mean, look at that. Completely flat still. And it's still losing time. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, I probably could go hard tyres. I might try that quickly.
Program over, but that wasn't much help to us, I'm afraid.
Hey, no worries. Kirk, have a good one, buddy. Oh. Rickety? Sorry, I'm probably butchering your name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Alright, qualifying. Hards, we'll try that. See if we can do that one. My camera settings on this game are completely default. I have not tweaked anything. Chicken Wing, thank you for the follow. Like, people always ask, oh, what are your camera settings? Settings. Camera customization. There you go. Nothing at all. I haven't tweaked anything. I like the default camera. I don't know why people change it around so much. People spend hours trying to fine-tune it. And like, oh, yours looks so much better than mine. It's because I haven't done anything. Right, let's try this again, then on the hard. And then we'll do the race sim run on the hards as well. Yeah, that bodes well, doesn't it? Oh. Let me risk that one, trying to catch that. Probably not helped by the fact the tyres are slightly cold, but let's go. Oh, I'm not even running the program, am I? Oh, yes, I am. We're fine. That was risky. Oh, yeah, you don't have as much grip. You've got to get used to that. Maybe I'm better off doing my actual qualifying run on the hards. Maybe the AI won't be as good. It's actually a lot about the battery management as well around here. There's so many just mid to high speed corners that you need drive. Yeah, I didn't mess it up this time, Dart. I mean, you convinced me that I had, but I didn't. Oh, come on! What am I doing? How do you mess that up? It's not even a corner. I can't be making these kind of errors in qualifying or the race. So, oh, come on. This is painful. I'd rather make these errors now than in qualifying, but still. FOV calculators tend to work better for cockpit cam. And F1's cockpit cam is useless. Whoa, there you go. Are we going to get purple? We're going to be close. Oh, not quite. Not quite purple, chat. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. That's okay.
Program complete. Program complete. These results will do, although you could definitely do better. Consider giving it another shot.
So we've got purple, only green, and... Oh, I haven't done race... No. Do it on the hards. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I thought I'd done all my practice programs then, but I've still got that one. I need some R&D. No, this is not Vegas anymore. There are still a lot of lights around this circuit, but they're LED rather than neon. Chat, tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Vegas is not somewhere I need to go in my life. I would go for the Grand Prix, but I have no real desire to go to Las Vegas as a place. In the same way I'd go to the Grand Prix at Silverstone, otherwise I feel no need to go to Northamptonshire. Is Vegas worth going to? Has anyone been? Yeah, I am neither a gambler or single. Sometimes Matt212 thinks I gamble on whether I want to end up single. Yeah, maybe Cam would like Vegas more. I've got no plans to go to Silverstone at the moment for the Grand Prix this year. Get him off the F125 sim, please. Power cut? I guess that could work. Oh no, we've had a power cut. There you go. Job's a good one. I feel like my parents might have done that to me as a kid. I wear gloves to protect my wheel. Is that all Vegas is just gambling and drinking, is it? Vegas is a ton of fun if you go with the right people. Fair enough. I just find it so weird that there's just a big city in the desert that it's in... I wouldn't say it's not its entire economy, but a huge majority of its economy is just built on trying to take money literally out of people's pockets to hopefully give them nothing in return. Who do I think will win the championship, team and driver? Probably still Mercedes and George. I know Antonelli's leading at the moment, but I still think it's most likely going to be George. He got unlucky this weekend. He should have beaten Kimi. He was going to beat Kimi had that safety car not come out at basically the worst possible time. All George... Well, I think the good thing is for George, of course, he's now got a few weeks to kind of get over it and realise hopefully it's not really going to be that important. I guess the only other thing, of course, is though Kimi did out-qualify him again, so George needs to focus on that. I love Kimi. I'd love to see Kimi win the world title, but I still feel that George will. I don't think Valtteri Bottas is going to be world champion this year. I don't think that makes me a Bottas hater. Oh, no. No. Don't get done for track limits. That's got to be the other thing I need to be really careful for in the sprint. For main race, I probably will get a penalty. Sprint race, I cannot afford one. Car feels pretty good though on the hards. Once you kind of settle them in a bit, they feel okay. I normally do one race a stream because next up is a sprint weekend. I'm doing a race and a sprint, and then occasionally I will do 2 races. I think last season I did end up doing both Qatar and Abu Dhabi in one go, so a sprint weekend and a normal GP. That was quite long though. That was a bit brutal. I don't normally like to split the sprints up if I can avoid it, but I want to wrap this season up this week before I go away. So that's what I'm doing. So purple, green, purple. That's okay. We'll take it. Not the most R&D I could have bagged, but a decent amount. Yeah, we're gonna nip to the shops later on and get her a couple of bits, bless her. There we go. Hulkenberg is 97 experience now. He's got to be right up there with Fernando and Lewis.
It's all about flow and pace.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Swift.
Qualifying in Qatar, a high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow's race. So welcome along.
Yeah, Las Vegas Speedway would be quite fun. I go for the NASCAR. Jose, thank you for the follow. Get your predictions in then, people. Where do you think we're going to qualify here in Qatar? If you're on Twitch, you can bet your noggins. If you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Kick, you can let me know in the comments. Do I want a little bit more? I don't think I want any more wing, do I? I might have a little bit more rear. Just because this car can be so oversteery. But again, that's going to cost us straight line speed. It's always, you know it's going well when you're making setup tweaks as you head into qualifying. That should be fine. I suppose only a sprint in it. Got to get on with it. So obviously we'll do first lap on the medium, and then second lap we'll go push on the hards. That's the aim. I did definitely tweak my wrist though with that spin in practice. I can feel a little bit of pain in there, so I'm gonna have to be careful. And the worrying bit is that's normally my good wrist, so I can't have both of them knackered. I know, Dart. I know. Right, let's go. First run. Want to just get a nice, clean, tidy lap on the board. A little bit of battery on the running towards turn 1. Albon does a 20.4. Again, this is another circuit where Williams can be annoyingly good on this game. I mean, look at that. He's basically Max Russell. Oh, I need to get up on that inside curve through there. Ooh. That feels pretty tidy. Maybe not perfect, but tidy, and that's what we need. I just want to try and get a time on the board. Oh, there you go, Lewis, 19.8 now. After that late race mechanical failure that last weekend, Hamilton's come back swinging.
P16 now.
Use that curb. Oh, come on, nice and tidy, nice and tidy. Are the AI that OP in Qatar? I don't find they are. They're good, but I wouldn't say they're OP. Whoa, nice and tidy. That penultimate corner is so scary. I'd always just try and rather take a little bit less risk. Norris is a 19.1. Wow. Track is ramping up. We will do 20.1. I mean, that's still third. It's better than a lot of people, but I suppose we're on the medium as well. So that's not actually too bad. Right. Come on then. Soft compound run. We need to nail this. I had kind of forgot that we were on the medium there, halfway round. But there's not usually that much delta between the two sets here. So we'll wait and see. It is only one qualifying session. Right. I mean... Oh, hello. We'll save a little bit of battery on the way around. I could have tried to give Big G a bit of slipstream, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. So it is McLaren, Ferrari, Audi. Ferrari, McLaren in your top 5. Let's see if we can try and mix up that order. We need to nail this. We need a good lap here. Give us some momentum as we head into the sprint. Track position is quite important here in Qatar, ready for the start. So we'll wait and see what we can do. Just want to make sure I got enough battery on the run back to the line. Use that little bit of extra grip. There you go, that's what we need through there. Get up over that inside curb. Use a little bit of battery up the hill. Oh, maybe a little bit too much front end. Thought we were going to cut that corner. Two tenths up though. Doing alright so far. That was nice on the exit as well there. Don't think we're going to be able to get to Lando, but I can't remember what time Lewis did. Oh, come on. Back end trying to break free. Leave it in 7th gear. We should be completely flat out through all of these. Oh, tiny, tiny blend, but nearly there. That was okay. It's been a tidy second run, chat. Doesn't look like anybody else has improved, rather unsurprisingly. About half a second up, though. Is that P2? Maybe? Yes! We'll take it. Front row start. I'm happy with that. We needed that. We needed that here. Lando once again, half a second clear.
So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Well, there we go. It is going to be Norris on the pole then. We will line up alongside him. Ferrari 3 and 4. Just ahead of Piastri. Sainz again in that Williams, man. How are they doing so well this late on this campaign? Russell down in 7th. Ocon in 8th ahead of Albon and Gasly. Verstappen down in 11th, though. So now his World Championship hopes are over. Verstappen has all but given up. Alonso ahead of Bortoletto. And then it is the V-Carbs on the back row of the grid as well. Antonelli will be a bit disappointed down in P15. But yeah, let's see what happens then as we head into the sprint. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. I do need to follow up with the glove people. Yeah, I'm happy we got the jump on Lewis there. I don't know if we can do any upgrades, maybe. Oh, I hope Bortoletto's not doing durability. 4? Okay, we'll do that one. I'll take that for 4 R&D, chat. I should have probably tried to wait until it went negative, but I don't think it will. Oh, there you go. Bortoletto's got another chassis upgrade going. There's just nothing going on offer. Oh, I can do that one, I guess. Yeah, we just need to try and get more on, don't we? We've got quite a few upgrades then in the works ready for next season. So we've got 4 going. Bortoletto's got 2. So hopefully that would see us take a good step forward. But I don't know. Right, come on then. Imagine if we got rule changes announced literally out in Abu Dhabi. And then I just had nothing. Nothing ready to go. Sprint race to finish off the stream then, people. Let's get it. Let's see what we can do. If, again, you can bet your predictions now. If you're on Twitch, you can bet your noggins. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Kick, if you're on TikTok, you can let me know down in the comments below. But fingers crossed, we're going to be able to try and get a decent race. Some solid points to end the stream. I don't want to finish second behind Lando again. I want to win. Is that too much to ask for? I don't know. The most unrealistic game you've ever played. I'm going to argue you maybe haven't played that many games. I certainly wouldn't say F1 is the most realistic game, but it's not the most unrealistic.
Speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy.
Yeah, Project Motor Racing's worse.
Has the raw skill to take them to the top.
The main race result from Vegas was Lando, myself, Max, Oscar, George, Gasly, and then I can't remember.
It's already a fast and flowing track after all. There's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS though, through the long straight and into turn 1. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint.
Yeah, I think some people just love to hate on F1, just for the fun of it. It's not the best game in the world, don't get me wrong, it's got its issues, but it's not terrible.
We have Hamilton, Leclerc.
Obviously, there'll be no grid pens for the sprint, so everybody should be as qualified. I just need to see Sainz not score, man. That's what I need. We just need to keep bringing that gap down to Williams. Ideally, Bortoletto would do more. Bortoletto has let us down this season. We should have still beaten Williams, but Bortoletto has been the weak link.
Lawson and Isaac Hadjer rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
Wait, you reckon it's less realistic than Forza?
Today, a man who I'm always pleased
Than
to see
Forza?
Commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest.
I'm not going to listen to this whilst I'm giving my look of confusion and disgust.
Right,
You reckon the F1 games are less realistic than Forza?
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right. Oh, not a chance I'm using softs here. Not a chance. I don't know how much extra fuel I want, though. I feel this place is really bad for fuel, so I'm just going to overdo it and go from there. So, yeah, on the mediums, we'll see what we can do. Right, Norris is on softs, Hamilton's on mediums, though everybody else is on softs. So I won't expect us to get a particularly good launch. Oh, come on. No, that's not what I want to see. Sainz got a great start. 3 wide. Oh, I don't know. Oh, look, Hamilton backed out, sorry. Leclerc trying to look around his outside through turn 2. But we can't let Lando get away. The DRS is so powerful here. I mean, I guess it's better if Lando takes more points out of Leclerc, but we'll wait and see. But say, I reckon those soft compound tyres should absolutely hit the cliff by the end of this race. Yeah, sometimes the AI feels like they jump the start, but they just get perfect hookup. Because again, obviously they've got traction control, which is a bit frustrating. It's why they were so OP in the wet for quite a while on this game. Because they basically just lean on traction control and just go. They were like a freight train on corner exit. Right, try and stay in the range. Oh, yeah, the AI where they just use battery through there. Oh, 1.1. Maybe it's better letting Leclerc go early on and just see if we can come back at these guys towards the end. But their tyres should be cooked.
now use DRS.
Oh, Leclerc's going to have me anyway, I think. Look at that. Oscar and Lewis having a battle further behind, though. But I think, yeah, not really a lot we're going to be able to do against Leclerc early on, who tries to just push me off the road. Will Leclerc be able to go in hot pursuit of Lando, though, chat? That's the real question. I mean, we need to stay in the range of Charles, but hopefully... Oh, Piastri's cleared Lewis as well. That's a bit disappointing. But yeah, we are really banking on those soft tyres falling off. The DLC for F126 is not out yet. This is a mod for F125 with the Audi. It's not even the right Audi livery. Whoa. Yeah, so Hamilton might lose the reins to Oscar, though. But I've just got to try and stay in the range of Charles. But they use so much battery through here. Don't get track limits warnings. Yeah, DRS failure. I would cry. So, yeah, I don't think Leclerc's going to get to Lando. Not with that pace early on. I mean, you would expect this to be a good McLaren track on this game, but not always the case. Leclerc's just so good in the final few rounds of the season. Basically, from Monza onwards, Leclerc becomes prime Ayrton Senna for some reason. Oh, there you go, purple through that first set. Oh, we had DRS, didn't we? Forgot about that. I was going to say, oh, maybe the speed's coming to us. Ooh, that's close to a warning. Oh, 9-10. I mean, look at that. I'm on the battery and they're still pulling away. Gonna have to send it through the first part. Get that gap back down. I mean, to be fair, Leclerc seems to have done a bit better lap 3. It's not like he's fully letting Lando get away. Oh, yellows. Who's broken down? That is Ocon early on in the night then. Esteban Ocon, going to be our first retirement. So disappointing for him.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by
Colapinto's gone. That might be a... Oh, there you go, red flag.
Okay, they're out of
no idea what happened there.
Red flag, red flag.
I got ahead of Leclerc.
Let's have you straight to the pit lane, please.
What happened to Colapinto? Was he also breaking down or did he crash into the back of Ocon? It's annoying I can't see it in the race. I have to take a look afterwards. Because that's very weird. Now we can go soft.
We've done all right so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there.
We should be able to go softs from here to the end. We've only got about 13 laps remaining. And if the AI go mediums, this might give us a chance. Note the rule on softs. Apart from Lewis. Oh, come on. Avoid the wheel spin. Oh, Leclerc's not done well. He's done well enough, though. And I don't want to burn tons of battery. Oh, no. Oscar just showed the nose and I got scared. Whoa. Hello. Incoming.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now.
Was he ahead of Ocon? He can't have just had unless they were both having mechanical failures at the same time. But the only one I saw was Colapinto blowing up. Downloading mods does not get you banned. You just can't use them online. Like, the game won't even let you access time trial properly. With any mods. Right, yeah, now we really cannot afford to let these guys get away. Hamilton's had an absolute stinker off the restart again, but... Again, he should be strong towards the end of this race. Or stronger. Whoa, hello. Back end still trying to break free. I mean, if Leclerc and Lando can have a battle, that could be super useful. But we'll wait and see. The mod is free. Prox does some great work.
DRS is now.
I mean, look at that. I'm using so much battery just to try and hang on. But Leclerc is not going to make this easy for Lando. He knows, obviously with a 16-point buffer and 2 races to go, he knows if he can force Lando into some errors, the World Championship will basically be handed to him. It's not about trying to outscore Lando anymore, it's just about trying to get Lando to score as little as possible. There we go, so we have got some speed. Especially through the corners, we're pretty good. You cannot use mods on Xbox. Mods are PC only. Come on, stay in that range. Yeah, Lewis is causing an almighty train a bit further back. I don't know why Ferrari opted to have him on mediums again. Because it has screwed him. And it's probably going to mean he ends up spending most of this race trying to defend or losing even more spots. Leclerc might get Lando here, though. We'll wait and see. To the outside. Yep, no, just has him. Wow, okay. So Lando Norris not able to put up much of a fight there. And our World Championship leader back up to P1. Ugh. We've just got to try and hang with these guys. Oh, don't get a warning. Don't get a warning. So scary. Qatar is so high commitment on this game. And unlike the last couple of games as well, because you get less straight line speed, you really got to run a bit less downforce. It is a circuit where you feel like you're hanging on to the car. Alex, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. That was stupid. First warning of the day. Because I'm too busy reading chat. Am I going to be in the range? Oh, I think we were just in the range. I hope we were still in the range. Yes, just. Only just. That gap must have been basically a second.
Keep pushing. You're gaining on the car ahead.
I won't blame you this time, Alex. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Leclerc and Norris wheel to wheel down through 1 and 2. This will allow us to close in a bit more. Unless I mess this up. Oh, look at that. Leclerc not willing to give it up. He knows track position here is quite important up at the front. Glow, thank you for the follow.
Leclerc's taken the lead.
Yeah, Leclerc. I mean, these two do not want to be sat behind each other if they can avoid it. Although, obviously, you get that huge run back into turn 1 everywhere else. It is not particularly fun. Alright, come on. I mean, I want to believe that we can get Oscar out of the range, but I don't think it's going to happen. We are not winning yet. I think, honestly, with a lack of straight line speed, we might struggle to take the lead, but you never know. Maybe, if we could get ahead of Lando, maybe I could get a run on Leclerc. But I think I'm going to need these two just to keep fighting each other. That would be useful. I'm just quite happy to sit in at the moment and see how this sprint pans out, as long as I stay in the range. My car is definitely slower than all these guys. Oh, there you go. Lando again. To the inside. Oh, Leclerc really trying to swoop in. This is great racing. Leclerc on the inside this time around for turn 2, though. Lando not willing to give it up. But again, has to off the corner. Lando Norris, he's trying. He's throwing everything at this, but it's not working for him. And now he might be a bit vulnerable to us. Not if I do things like that, though. Down the inside. Try and give him a squeeze on the exit. Oh, we cannot afford to go wheel to wheel.
Great pass.
We've got to try and clear him. There we go. But I got no more warnings now. So we've got to try and hang with Leclerc, but not do anything stupid. Oh, come on. Yeah, there's actual battling going on in this Qatar race. Doesn't normally happen IRL. But again, that's what's quite useful with this game, the fact the AI, you can, well, they can stay closer to each other. And you run such high downforce here that the, obviously DRS zone is really OP. I'm sure I still won't gain barely anything on Leclerc though this time. Probably because I've used a bit too much battery. Come on. I mean, look at that, he's just pulling away. Finally, we start to gain a little bit, but nowhere near enough. Maybe trying to get past Lando might actually be what screws us over in this one. Maybe I needed those two battling to try and hang close. I don't know, we'll wait and see. Hey, welcome in, DJ. I hope you're doing well, mate. Come on. Ooh. Oh, that was close. It's just so important up through here that we get a good run. Because they always get great drive and they carry it all the way through these corners. It's not impossible to keep up with them, but they just get really good drive on the way in. Oh. There you go again, though. We stay in the range of Leclerc. That's the bit that matters. Oh, and again, though, we're going to be vulnerable to Lando. I had to basically drain the battery every time on the run back into turn 1 and then just send it. We basically have to go full send around most of this lap just to keep up. It's just trying to work out where you can afford to battery save and where you just can't. I mean, we've definitely still got more downforce than the AI. There are definitely some corners where we close in, but a lot of them where we just can. It's just like trying to get the car over the curves as well in a lot of places. Really try and get it to latch. Like there. And then obviously it just means you can springboard your way out. This is not Vegas anymore. I'm just doing the Qatar sprint as well today. To be fair, for two tracks on this game, they don't actually look that different. They're very different circuits, but I guess they're both at night. Oh, I mean, we're a little bit closer to Leclerc that time. I guess that's good.
Gap to your teammate behind, 11.0.
See, I reckon if we were just a couple of tenths closer to Leclerc, because obviously the closer you are to the car in front, the more effective the DRS is, we might be able to do something. Still think it's going to be tough, but we might be able to do something. I guess I've got to hope that the AI's tyres begin to fall off. But I think that's unlikely. Considering we're in a Sauber that has terrible tyre wear. But again, through some of these bits, we are pretty good. Whoa. Yeah, no, what? I never cut that. I never cut that corner, chat. That's insane.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Never went fully over the white line there. Oh, and I'm going to lose the range to Leclerc anyway. Damn it. Oh, that's... So I lose time from it. And still we're going to get screwed over. Lando's probably going to go past me. He's not even going to wait. He doesn't even want the DRS. He's just going to have me now. I did not cut that corner. I refuse to believe that. Yeah, look at this. Ready? Without the DRS, there goes Lando. I'm on the ERS. There goes Oscar. Ugh! And there goes George. Because Oscar locked up in front of me. Love that. Nothing we can do. You basically just try and hang on to the AI for dear life here. Right, I guess we're trying to bring home fifth then, chat. That's a shame. Especially that we're going to lose more points to George and Oscar. I guess it's only 1 and 2, but we desperately need it going the other way, don't we? I will have a look. We need to have a look at what happened to Colapinto and then what happened on lap 13. I will take a look at both. I mean, this is the problem as well, of course. The AI just too quick in a straight line here. They've got enough downforce in the corners, but they're too quick in the straights. Not another one. Is that my... Yeah, that's my second warning, isn't it? I cannot get another pen. Oh, the Williams are 6th and 7th, of course. So what is that? Is that 4 points for me and then they'll score 5? Why can't Bortoletto do anything, chat? Bortoletto is going to cost us P5 in the Constructors. I'll try not to get another penalty. To be fair, we might be able to get the extra 2.5 over Carlos. As long as I don't lose the range to George. I'd love to stop cheating. Oh, come on. We need to go... I need to record another video. I'm going to record... I think I need to do Vegas from the Haas RTG. So I'll have probably done about 100 laps of Vegas today. And then we also need to go to the supermarket to grab a couple of bits. I might try and go put some fuel in my car as well if I can. Yeah, so we've got that gap up to 4.5 over Carlos. So we should be able to clear him. I mean, Lewis is struggling so much, man. One Ferrari's doing incredibly, the other one's doing terribly. And now Lando is getting jumped by Oscar? Weird. Maybe Oscar's got more speed, I don't know. That seems weird, though, when Lando's in the championship fight and Oscar definitely isn't. But, I mean, look at that. George can barely keep up with either of them. Matt212 setups is the best place to go. At Etia. I felt it was financially time to go full-time as a content creator. Basically when I was making... Must have been... I mean, I wasn't in a high-paying job beforehand. I was working at a supermarket. I steadily lowered my hours a bit. Obviously because at that point... YouTube was making, or social media was making me more money. But then I was like, yeah, I can call this now. I was probably making about twice as much as I was from my normal job. But I had quite a lot of money saved up anyway, because of course this was still during COVID. So obviously I was basically working... I was probably... Yeah, doing... I mean, I was working a lot of hours between the two, but it basically was... Obviously, I was earning quite a lot of money. I was basically earning from 2 full-time jobs. And obviously, really wasn't spending much of that money either, because obviously, it was just COVID. So it wasn't like I was going out and doing things like that with friends or going on holiday. So I had quite a lot of money saved. So I bought myself my car as well, and yeah, went full time. Actually, I bought my car a few months after. Yeah, Oscar's not playing the team game here. Lando will probably clear him again, but it's not working well for them. Don't get another warning. Although I guess that gap to Sainz is up over 5. Lewis might be able to get back past Albon. My normal like, day-to-day car is a BMW M140i. No, I am not a drug dealer. Oh, here we go. Lando again to the inside of Oscar. Is he going to make that one work? Whoa, hello. It would be cool if, not, like, often, but occasionally the AI could wipe each other out in races. Like, imagine there, Oscar, like, makes a mistake and then takes them both out. Or something insane like that. It feels like unless you get a really freak moment like I did in that Silverstone race last week. Like, the AI can't do anything wildly unpredictable. I started streaming more reliably about just under a year ago. When I finally moved, bought my own house with better internet. That's when I started streaming. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. Not moments like that, I'm not. So now I've got to try and pull a second on Sainz in a lap. You absolute moron. An apocalyptic dingleberry. Right, we might have to clear George here. If I can. I'm not even sure I'll get him. But he's definitely struggling as well. Right, come on, let's go. We've got to push. We need a second over Carlos. I should gain quite a lot of that down this front straight. George is still getting away from me, man. Oh, those McLarens are engaged in civil war. Come on. Yeah, this has been an absolute stinker of a sprint in the end. 5.2. Let's keep draining battery. No, another one. Oh, I guess that doesn't matter. Oh, and another one. No, not going to get another one. Wonderful. Terrible sprint. But again, this is the problem with Qatar, is you basically hang on to the AI. I mean, Leclerc has absolutely dominated this one. He needed that today. Not helped by the fact that McLaren's civil war has meant that Lando's ended up losing 2 points to him. I mean, we should hang on for 6th still, but that is so stupid. Come on, George. Go! What's he doing? Why is he so slow? Oh, he should have tried to clear George this time round. Through the final corner. No point trying to go for it now. We'll just both lose time. Leclerc's going to take the sprint win here in Qatar, though. Out of the final corner. It is going to be P6, I believe. Right, really bad.
Take care of the car
really bad.
Great. Good job, guys.
Oh, Hulkenberg's happy with it. That makes one of us. I'm not happy with it. That was shocking. Shocking race in the end.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix.
I mean, I feel like George cost us loads there on that final lap. He was definitely costing us time against Carlos. So that one's frustrating. That one's really frustrating. Leclerc, though, takes the victory ahead of Piastri. Lando Norris in 3rd, ahead of Russell, Sainz, myself, Albon, and Lewis Hamilton did hang on for that final point as well. So that now means Leclerc's got, what, a 18-point lead. So if he wins the race, I believe he is Formula 1 World Champion. Even if, yeah, he's got a 25-point buffer over Lando. Max now 73 back, ahead of Piastri, Russell. We are 22 back from Lewis, so I guess we took points out of him again. But I need one of those guys to have mechanical this weekend. Sainz again, back ahead of Albon. I feel like I keep saying that every single episode. But I don't think, obviously, there was any other movement further down. Look at that, though. Ferrari 2 clear of McLaren in the Constructors. So that Constructors battle is getting even closer, ahead of Red Bull and Mercedes. We are 41 back from Williams now. I love that. Absolutely love that. Right, we need to put that sprint behind us, and we'll focus on the main event. Right, let's take a look, chat. I want to see... What did I want to see? Oh, Colapinto, first of all. And then that... What was it, lap 13? I want to say. I think it was lap 13 was the other one, wasn't it? Yeah, Colapinto was definitely... No, he wasn't ahead of Ocon. I want to see what happened to him. I reckon he crashed into the back of Ocon. That's my guess. So Ocon's had the failure in front. Through the final couple of corners. That's like the most colapinto driving I've ever seen on this game. I mean, look at that. Look at this from cockpit cam. Just minding my own business. Oh, everybody. Oh, there's smoke. Oh, I've just crashed into him. That is so stupid. So stupid. I mean, maybe he's slightly hidden by the halo, but yeah, that's. I love as well the wheel physics on this game. I mean, that's a picture right there, isn't it? That's a picture if ever I did see one. Incredible. Right, lap 13, chat. Where were we? Hulkenberg. So, lap... I guess easier to do that, isn't it? I want to see this from third-person perspective. I don't feel I cut this corner. Let's have a look. From the front POV. Let's slow it down. I'll give it in the most unbiased way I can. So I start turning out of it. Wheel is up on the white line. On the white line. Rear wheel is still inside that white line. Rear wheel is still inside that white line. Front wheel isn't even fully over the line. Still got a tiny bit of the tyre on it. Rear wheel is still on that line. Rear wheel is still just about on that line. It might be slightly. I mean, that is... that's so close. That's so close. That is so close. Maybe. I might be clutching at straws there. I think, yeah, that's... I mean, we're barely. We're barely. It's still annoying. But we are barely. Oh, right then, chat. Like I said, obviously, we'll be running the Qatar main event and Abu Dhabi Wednesday. So make sure you're there for that one. But yeah, that was a disappointing sprint race to end us off today. I was hoping we could go out with a bit more of a bang. But thank you everybody. I'm going to end the short format streams there. Otherwise, I almost did that with CS. I almost left the short format stream going. So thank you to everybody that stopped by. We'll find someone to raid over on